they should be able to see
How
the
dare you,
chat.
Bella?
As in, they'll be able to see the rolls you make and everything.
Oh.
But they won't be
Well,
seeing
dang.
my rolls because I will be making them with actual dice. So no
Oh
one
yeah,
can
that way
cheat
we don't
by
see
watching
them.
the stream.
Oh, good, I do have spells. I was like, man, where are my spells? Okay, I have spells.
You're a bard, baby M. Claire.
We should have almost everything set up.
What?
We should have basically everything set up for Bard, baby.
Claire.
Bard baby, censored word.
Well,
Baby.
Oh no, my stag beetle fell down. 1 second.
your stag beetle fell down. You're in
She's
the room
getting-
with the stag beetle?
Yeah, she's getting rowdy. Come here, girl. Come here, and she bit me. Nice, you're awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Get
Okay.
Almost
over
like
here.
She's a sensory-based animal.
I'm trying to flip you over. Don't bite me. I'm trying to flip you over. Wow, if there was a way for a beetle to look sassy. Anyway.
Claire, it's a beetle.
Yeah, I have her container on my desk. She's actually much healthier, which is nice. She was looking kind of bad a few weeks ago. Anyway.
I know
Anyways,
that
let's
works.
get
The
to the
Curse of
topic.
Strahd. Or, well, actually, we're running a slightly different version. As in, we're running what I've called the All-Stars edition, which is that you're basically pushing the level cap. A lot of things are going to be adjusted to meet this, so don't think you're going to have a cakewalk in that regard. Putting all that aside, let's just dump you on the big map. Because I've already told you the story, I'll tell it again. People found out about the Fog of Barovia, which is a fantastic way to just get rid of people you don't like. And over time, you just dump prisoners in there and they never come back. So you just start saying to them, hey, if you can go into this fog and come back out alive, we promise it just takes you someplace. You get to go off free, and then they give you a pat on the ass and they kick you in if you decide to put up a fuss. And then they just go away and they go ahead and have a treat on a job well done.
Oh, well, hell.
Whatever
yeah.
you guys actually did anything or not is irrelevant. You are now within the thick fogs of Barovia. If I did everything right, you should be able to see Mappy McToken. He's in the right, like right middle. There's like a lot of blackness, and there's a tiny spot you can see.
Oh, there's a lot of blackness.
Just go all the way to the right. There should be a little, like, token.
I'm not seeing a token.
You can zoom out using the little thing in the top right of the screen.
I don't see me either. I'm zoomed all the way out.
Wait.
Mappy, where are you? We love you.
The weird part is I'm pretty sure everyone should have access to Mappy McToken, so...
Wait, I can play Mappy McToken?
No, it's just for control stuff. Let's see, it's in all your journals. It should be controlled by everyone. You should have access to it.
I have access to the character sheet, but I don't see him on the board.
Is he on the right layer? I'm pretty sure he is. Yes, he is on the token layer. My goodness. So you just see all the black, don't you?
Yeah.
You're zoomed all the way out?
Yep.
Yeah, it's really black.
That's what I think
This is
I'm.
really weird. Okay, I'm gonna try something. This is really dumb, but if it works, it works. Did that help at all?
I'm not seeing anything.
Ooh.
No.
Let's take a look. Because the weird thing is, when I tested this, it worked.
Well, dang. Maybe if I...
You know what? I'm gonna try something else. This is a bit drastic, but...
Just kill Bella.
I don't kill Bella. Did that help?
It crashed on me for a second, but I'm coming back in.
Did that help?
I
just turned off Fog of War and stuff. You should just see the map now.
It's all black, sorry. Odd. Oh, wait, I got an idea.
Oh, wait, what if I do this?
Oh, now I can see.
I think I know
can
what I
see
did
Mappy.
wrong. Okay, that's
I can
on
see
me.
Mappy.
It really should include like a little thing that tells you don't turn on Fog of War with Advanced Fog of War. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you can see the map because it doesn't help you at all.
Yeah, I'm not going to use that as meta information.
Mostly because the map is... Well, for one, it's not like it's a massive sprawling maze, so Seeing the map is just you kind of know where you're going. Like, you can see ahead. Putting that aside, can you see Mappy McToken now off on the right? He's the big
I
white
can see
square with the
Mappy.
dude on it.
I'm still loading in, so just give me a sec.
Can
Yeah,
you
I see
move Mappy
Mappy.
McToken?
Let me try. Yes.
Yeah, there he goes.
Wait. Oh, I see Mappy McToken now. Yo, look at him go.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hook up a compass so we can give it a little compass icon.
I see a map. And I see that. I think. Do I? Yeah, I see map McToken.
And now it should be a little compass.
He is.
There we go. So, you all arrive. A fresh batch of prisoners. Or, well, you used to be prisoners. You're now technically free by all intents and purposes. You are technically free. But you are now in a land unlike any other land you've ever been. I want you to imagine, well, let's just put it in the bluntest terms possible. You are essentially in a land that is best presented by the dark days of Britain. There's fog all over the place. You can't even see the sun. And the air constantly feels cold and clammy, but not quite chilly. As you walk through a big valley, you see in front of you... Well, let's see if I can find this. Huh. That's weird. I'm pretty sure this was where it is at. There we go. Here we go. This is what you see.
Ooh.
As you walk out the fog, you were... Just a minute ago, you were in front of a forest. There was just some fog. It looked like you were just walking straight at mountains, but now you're in between mountains. There's a large gate in front of you. You don't see the sun, which is disconcerting, since usually when there is, like, fog, it's not this heavy.
Oh.
Did we know about the gate?
You know about the gate. You can see it. It's within viewing distance. You notice that the fog gets denser the more you look up. It doesn't extend as far outwards as it does upwards. It's like there's a ceiling, essentially.
Alright. Cool.
So,
So
you can only really go forwards, so...
Can you really go? Yeah.
Like, if you
There's-
try to turn around, you'll notice, for one, that the fog eventually just becomes so thick that trying to navigate through it is nearly impossible. You don't even hear the people who are like, shame on thee! Or the wizards who are constantly chanting to keep their spells active. No, you don't hear them anymore. There's just nothing.
Oh.
There's only the gates in front of you. And a quiet, howling wind.
My goodness, my friends, the townspeople, or whoever we had, ran off. Privy.
Well, we don't need
Does
them
he
to
always-
survive.
does he always talk like that?
I've never met her
I've been
before.
tuning her out this entire time.
I like to think I've been singing this entire time about everything I see.
Great, we have Randy Newman.
Look at this gate, though. Look at this gate, though, new friends.
Yes, I can see the gate. It's big.
I'm gonna
Surely it'll
explore.
lead us to a marvelous adventure.
I'm gonna explore it.
By the looks
It's-
of it, the gate is like the only place you can realistically go in this valley. It doesn't
Yeah.
appear to be closed, like it's on a crack, inviting you in.
I'ma go.
I'm gonna have to follow. There's not many places I can go.
I skip on with them.
With glee
Also,
in your
I'm gonna
step.
be just.
Yeah,
Picking up.
with a spring in my step and a song in my heart.
Also, I'm gonna be
Good
picking up
deal.
pebbles and putting them in my pouches.
As you pick up petals, you notice that every single pool of water, despite the ambient sort of light hovering around you, is pitch black. And looks more like a mirror than it does a pool of water.
Well, that's neat.
Also, I forgot. What species are you guys?
I know one is a
Gnome.
gnome and the other is a gnome, I think.
Hence the
Oh
name.
God! Together, you guys are like as tall as me.
I'm gonna examine the water, see if anything.
It's just water. But
It does black water.
it's just water.
Ah.
Like you don't touch it and suddenly feel like you're gonna float away or something.
Okay. onward and upward.
Yeah, you guys are busy looking at shit, and Sanctity, with her incredibly misleading name, is still just walking to the gate.
As you walk towards the gate, you eventually arrive. It's very imposing. It's incredibly tall. You can tell that there were once fortifications at the top, but judging by the looks of it, they've not done any effort to keep it intact. The stone is overgrown with all kinds of vines. You could theoretically climb up there, but judging by the rockwork, you'd probably hurt yourself trying to do so. The statues themselves are quite imposing, if it weren't for the fact that they were heavily damaged. Especially the fact that they're both missing their heads. Which is somewhat difficult to tell, not if you're standing in front of the gates. Although, there's a head right next to you, so... There are clues.
Well, can I
You hear the
examine
distant
the
riding
head?
of carriages through the gates.
Are the carriages ghosts?
They sound like carriages. Like the usual muddy, swampy of horses trotting.
Oh, that's civilization. Wait. If we're being let out from some kind of sentence, would going into, near civilization be good, or is it just?
Well, technically speaking, the way it works is once you go in, you're clean. You're clear. No problems.
Oh,
There's
so
basically a punishment by exile then.
Yep. But
Or
it's the kind of
punishment
exile
by
where if you
not
manage to make your
dying.
way back, you're fine.
oh
Okay, punishment
joy.
by not dying. Okay.
Imagine if someone said, I'm going to throw you in this volcano, and the instant I let go, you're basically home free. That's kind of what the
Then I
sentence is
would
to
fly.
most people.
All right.
Well, I'm going through, shorties. See
Oh.
you on the flip side.
Yeah.
I was gonna
That's
say I'd
fun.
pick up a pebble and chuck it into the fog and see what happens, but I was muted because I coughed.
You get muted way too often. You take a pedal, and you chuck it as far as you can. You hear just the thud of a rock hitting the dirt.
Oh, most curious.
You do notice that the fog is a little bit denser behind the gate, but that's probably nothing.
That's probably nothing.
Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to click that.
The fog is technically thicker behind you.
Zoology's telling me about infernal legacy.
So yeah, I'm following. But if I look around the woods, can I make a nature check about what's probably living around here? Animal wise.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, let me see how that works. Oh. All right. 8.
I mean, these are your standard, western forests. You might see some wolves, deer, the standard stuff to what you expect. The trees are very gnarly, though. They look almost alive, with hands reaching out towards the path. Foliage thick.
Foliage thick and branches of hands.
Together with the fog, you could probably just lose yourself a couple of feet off the trail.
All right, I'm just gonna stay as in center of the trail as I can be as I go.
That's
through
easy
the-
enough, since there are fresh wheeled, trails to follow.
Do tieflings have any additional vision abilities?
I
most
think you have dark
races?
vision at most. Let's take a look-see at the tiefling. You get dark vision, but that doesn't really help when you're standing in... It doesn't really help in this situation,
That's true.
since it's fog.
Well,
even
I'm
True Sight wouldn't
just
help you
gonna
here.
Kind of try.
Wait, what True
I'm
Sight?
gonna try to just fall after the.
Gnomes.
No, I'm in front. I was walking before you guys.
I am
Besides,
following
you
my
guys have
new
tiny
tall
little
friend.
lane. How could you ever be ahead of me? No, I'm following the tracks.
My speed's 45. I can be ahead of you if I want to be.
I can use my races to feet up at you.
But yeah, I'm probably behind you anyway. Dang trees with the hands.
You pass through the gate. Towering trees, whose tops are lost in the deep grey mist, block out all but a death grey light. The trees are unnaturally close together, forming almost walls between very like sludgy-looking mud. Despite it being quiet, you can't help but have the feeling that there's a distant scream at every heartbeat.
Oh.
Can't help but what? I broke up for a second.
Essentially, trees are scary. Mud is thick.
Yeah.
Like, trying to travel through the woods is something that would take a long time and some effort.
Okay. So I'm going to look at the nearest tree, point at my eyes, and point at it. Watching you.
Sanctity, as you do this, you smell something quite terrible in the air, which you are very familiar with as a hired killer. You smell the smell of death. The smell of a corpse that's been sitting in the mud for a while.
Leona sniffs herself. Does no one smell that?
Death. Like what I feel in my soul every day. Deep in my heart pit.
Wonderful. So she starts writing something down.
So can I roll a perception check in order to ascertain the direction?
No, you don't have to. The smell is quite clear enough that you can just follow it with your sniffer alone. You follow it into the underbrush, not going too far into the woods.
I also draw my sword, by the way.
Okay. Do you like
I
follow?
draw my sword.
Do you follow it to its source, or are you just gonna?
I'm going to get close enough to try and see it.
Doesn't take long. You move forward, and eventually you almost trip over a person.
Oh.
A very dead-looking person. His body his clothes are muddy, torn. You get the strong feeling that whatever hit this guy is either one hell of a pitchfork, or a set of claws. He's holding onto an envelope.
I'm taking that shit. That's mine now.
Here's your envelope.
Do you raid bodies often, friend?
Don't
You
question me. Do you not? And it's in common, right?
Yes.
Good, so I can read that. My blah 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 daughter, Irina Ka blah blah blah, has been these last few nights bitten by a vampire. Why do they always put a Y in this? For over 400 years, this creature has drained their life, blah 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 blah. Now, my dear, because I have it, I'm reading it. My dear Irina languishes and dies from blah beast, whatever. Too powerful to conquer. Okay, stab it. Give us up for dead and encircle this land with symbols of the good. Don't carry any of that with me. Let holy men call upon the power that the devil may be contained within walls of weeping Barovia. These people write worse poetry than me. Leave our sorrow graves, blah. There's much wealth entrapped in this community. Awesome. Throws the paper aside. Okay, guys, there's money in here.
I'm gonna take the paper.
You now have a paper.
And now the paper. I'm just kind of out of character trying to remember why I have bags of sand.
Pocket sand.
You know, I guess so. I actually can't remember why I grabbed these. Nevertheless.
So,
Hey, by the way, you two.
Yeah.
Do you know how to kill a vampire?
It's probably the same as killing anything else, right? You just kind of, follow it a bit, sniff it out, find its home, and then, go for the throat.
You're close. I like your style.
Yeah, it's how my mama raised me.
But
Leona pulls
not
out
the
her
throat.
loot.
Throat doesn't work. Do I have to roll like Arcana check on this? Like,
On
how
what?
much knowledge do I have for stabbing vampires to death in the right areas?
well, why would you know anything about vampires?
I've killed lots of things.
I'm a folk hero.
You know that vampires are kind of hard to kill. You do know that a good way to get rid of them is either sunlight. Pushing them into a river has proven surprisingly effective, as it kills most things. It's got to be a running river, though. Another way that you've heard of that sounds quite exciting is that you just drown their head in holy water.
But we take the head first. Okay.
Yeah, you can cut his head off. That's usually what they do, but supposedly you can just chuck him in there if you really want.
So, sunlight, running river. If there are any of those around here, I don't know. Never been here. And can you guys make holy water?
So, as you talk about sunlight, your common sense starts ringling in your head, and you look up and you're like, wait, this fog. If it continues anywhere, like you're not gonna fight a vampire within it. Like there is sunlight above there, to what you can guess, but it's way too thick for proper sunlight to reach down here.
How poetic! We cannot reach the sun, yet we need it most of all. If only we could reach up and just pluck it out of the sky.
I mean, you can always just learn to fly and throw a vampire up there, I guess.
I actually like that idea. Strap a vampire in a trebuchet, just like pull the lever. I'm keeping that idea.
As you
I like
linger
that
out
one.
here in the middle of the forest, you hear the distant cry of a wolf.
Hey, I'm a
So-
stay close to my companions.
So, Poffley, since you are familiar with wolves, you know that this is the kind of cry that usually sounds when intruders have been spotted.
Oh, okay. We're gonna keep going now. We're just gonna stay out of their
Territory.
area.
Territory.
Yeah, we're gonna stay out of their territory. Continue on our way, and hopefully, we don't
In
have
the
to.
Forgotten Miss.
Exciting.
Please shut up.
So, you're just gonna go down the path, I assume?
Well, you might as well keep following the path. I mean, we already looted the dead guy.
Exciting.
Oui.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. You go down the path, and
Fine.
eventually the forests make way for what is probably the dreariest plains you've ever seen. You're pretty sure there might be some farms out here, but it doesn't look like it at all.
They look like potato farms. Ugh.
They're very sad farms. They're muddy farms.
Cranberry
Like,
farms.
this is the kind of farm that any other farm would be like, for shame, my
For
fellow
sh-
farmer.
What's like the worst crop in the world?
Technically speaking, any of the grasses by a long while.
it's,
Great.
it's
Guys, we're in a rice field.
I know.
order
don't
that
get
like
this.
lesser grain as like mill seeds or something.
Barley.
Yeah, barley. It's just a barley field. Nothing. Muddy, dirty, quiet barley.
Also, I want to check how far are we away from the buildings at the moment?
From the buildings? Well, fun fact, there's this little thing off to the side. It's the circle with the ruler in it. You can push that, and then you can start measuring things.
Well, that's cool.
Oh,
You are too far away to see the buildings, but you do notice that the roads are starting to look more used. As in, they're more compact.
it
Hey
appears
guys,
we're
I
near
just thought of
civilization.
something. People, we heard chariots,
Yes.
but this guy's like one of that dead dude that I found. He's like one of the top people in this village. Who the hell were the chariots?
A most astute observation, friend.
I'm asking the smart one.
Bandits.
I'm smart.
Well, I'm gonna start going closer. Carefully,
Actually-
my sword is still drawn, by the way.
I actually do have an assumption.
Hmm.
I assume if that was one of the top runners of the village, it is now the chariots were owned by the new top runners of the village.
So the vampires, got it.
Vampires or scrappier folks.
As you move down the road, let me just toss you in here. Oh great, this place is all black too. When it's not supposed to be. There we go. That should brighten up the place a bit.
I don't see anything.
You may throw your tokens down.
I don't see anything.
You can't see? That's goofy.
Yeah, I'll give it a second, maybe.
Oh, I know why you can't see. Your tokens aren't on the board.
Hmm.
That's not the token I should be dropping here.
Oh, there we go.
No, I'm gonna do
How do we
something.
token?
I'm just gonna do something real fast to make sure that your
this?
character tokens have little
Flavor.
nameplates. Bada boom,
Oh.
bada boom, baby. So you can see your names. As you walk down the road, off in the distance, you see what can best be described as. By the way, you can just you can go to edit
that's
and you can just use a URL I think. Oh no. That's my end. If you happen to find a picture that you want me to use, just drop it in the chat somewhere, or like in your in the Fox box somewhere, where I can see it, and I'll just slap that euro in there for your token.
I'll just use one of my more standard Xyla pictures because I don't feel like going and looking for.
Go ahead.
Boom.
It is being sent in Foxbox.
Oh my goodness, Claire. Okay, I just gotta open this up where I can actually use a URL. Bada boom, bada. I don't know how this thing acts. Okay, it works fine with GIFs.
Awesome.
Awesome,
Look at that,
possum,
that beautiful
baby.
shark.
Yeah, sure.
That is a cute shark picture.
Yeah.
There we go.
Like my
Okay,
oldest icon.
but off in the distance, occupying much of the road. That was bigger than I thought it would be. I thought when I typed in 2, it would do just 2, but
Oh, so he's not actually that big. I was like, okay, there's a mega giant in the field.
oh, he's still pretty big. He's just not that big. Stop opening every window. Thank you. There we go.
I just point. Is that the barley farmer?
So this guy is standing there, and he has a shield in front. He has a sword in front of him, like put down in the dirt. This is the kind of sword, by the way, that looks like it doesn't have an edge.
Like one of those
It's
like
a lost
Gandalf sword.
Yeah, this is the kind of sword where it's like it doesn't have to be sharp to hurt like hell.
Oh yeah, Gandalf sword. Gotcha.
And it has a shield strapped to its other arm.
I just googled a gnome, so I'm just gonna. We can just send pictures.
Yeah, just like
Just give me on you can just give me a URL or you can give me an upload. Either way, I need a URL to throw in.
And
Or if you just put it in Discord.
Bada boom,
then
bada
easy.
bing,
So
bada boom.
I'm gonna ask the obvious question, or if I have to like roll for it or whatever. Is he like alive, or is he just?
It doesn't seem to be moving.
I point
No,
at
it's not.
Dagger Rabber and
I'm
point
already
at
starting to disappear.
I try to point at Dagger Rabber and they're gone.
well, since Dagger Shower is disappearing, I'm gonna stealth.
I'm just here alone,
Guys?
guys.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna try stealth around it.
All right, Bard, tank. Main tank.
Bard, piss it off.
All right. You're gonna tie and be a sneak around this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay close to Leona, but I'm gonna stay hidden.
I'm gonna
Go
try.
ahead and roll me your
I
stealth
want to try to
checks.
get like around it because we have advantage in stealth here.
We don't even know what it is yet.
Yeah, you guys figure that out.
14.
All right, what do I got that can?
I actually can't see the map. But
27.
So,
14.
well, where's Poffley at?
Yeah, where are you moving to?
I guess like somewhere like here.
I guess
No,
I
you
can
can move as
distract
far
him
as you
by-
want. Like we're technically still in free time, so to
Okay.
speak.
I guess I can distract it if I like sing at it and give them a bonus to stealth, maybe.
Just anger it enough.
You know what? I'll be the distraction or whatever, because I don't stealth. I'm a folk hero bard. So
Are we out in the
Yeah, I
open,
like
or
how-
are we?
You're like, Sanctity, coming. Where'd you go?
The-
Awfully.
So I walk forward just a little bit so I can kind of like pull up my loot and then wave at it. Good morrow, friend. We are grand. I am a grand traveling bard here to sing you a song. And I'm not sure what I roll for like perform or whatever.
There's a performance
roll.
skill.
Oh right, duh.
Although I think you can also roll for your tool specifically. Though it's technically the same check.
Okay, real quick, how do I roll for like specific things?
Well, if you're
You click on the
they click on the skill,
like-
like it lights up red, and you click it. Clickety
Oh, I
clack.
click on this on my character sheet or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Turns red.
Okay.
You clickety clack.
Okay, skill. Can I roll? I got the loot. Can I roll that? Use as a resource.
Claire, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm being dumb. Okay, where's the
So,
performance?
it's under the skills list. Just click performance. It's got the checkbox and the 9. It says performance.
I'm sorry. I'm handling.
It's on the core
There it
page
is.
under your saving throws. There you go.
There it is.
So what are you trying to do? Anyway.
I'm mostly I'm distracting it, but I'm not even sure what it is. So I'm gonna be the one not stealthing. But the idea is like if it is gonna be doing anything, its attention will be centered on me performing at it.
As this happens, Sanctity.
Yes.
You notice that this thing isn't alone. It has a smaller, also metal-clad creature on its back.
What?
And this creature just gets into motion.
What kind of motion?
The kind of motion where, as the big... Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong layer for this. As the big guy pulls his sword out and holds it out, it walks onto the blade. And it makes a
Oh.
move.
I'm going to draw an arrow.
How an inch closer?
Because stealth attacks can work with arrows.
Why is there a Vistani bandit on the freaking thing? Get out of there. Give me a second.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot it.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I just realized that since I'm a bard, I might actually have stealth skills.
Not as much as me.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a plus 12. Jeez.
So, we're going to roll initiative. And this is how this initiative works. First, you click your token, and then you click roll initiative. But actually, it doesn't
Do I get a
matter,
bonus
because
for
the way we're
spells
going to do
attack now?
initiative is slightly different. The way we're going to do initiative here is we roll, and whoever gets to go first gets to go first. Then they get to decide who goes next. Until everyone's had a turn, and then it just loops around.
So we just roll a d20?
Yep, and if you're the last person in order, you can technically give yourself the next turn.
D20.
So how do you just roll a d20?
Well,
Get
there
to
is
the
initiative.
dice.
There's an initiative button for this. Just click the
Oh.
Yeah, but
initiative
you said
text.
we're just rolling a d20.
No, you're rolling initiative. Just with your d20 plus your dexterity.
I didn't click that, so.
Well, at this point, Leona might actually go first anyway.
But they didn't roll with the initiative. They just rolled a d20.
It doesn't matter. Like, they already rolled a 17 anyway. Where's your... Poffley also got a 17. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to have to see which one of you got the bigger dexterity. We got a 2.
Wait, if I have a surprise attack, I mean, don't I get an automatic first attack?
Well...
Because they're distracted and I'm in stealth.
Well, they're not technically distracted. They are doing their own thing.
Like... Oh, I
It
thought
takes
they were
it takes
busy
a little
with,
bit more to get a surprise attack. Like, they need to be legitimately off guard and all for long enough that you can actually do something.
I'm shooting one of them.
So at this
Click on
point, the person who has the turn is Claire.
Oh.
So what do you do, Claire?
You get to act and then choose who's next.
They are clearly taking hostile action against you.
Well, I don't care that they are clearly, mocking my performance. So I'm gonna get point at them and say everyone's a critic and aim, I guess, for the little guy.
Sure.
With what?
I'm gonna use where's my dang spell? That is not it. Do the thing. Where as soon as it stops. Oh, it clicked on Bella's sheet for some reason. There it is. Vicious Mockery. I'm gonna hit him with it. Bam.
Okay. Let's take a look-see.
Wait, it didn't roll.
Okay. Time to make a wisdom saving throw. Nothing happens.
They succeeded.
Oh.
Who's next, Claire?
the backstabber. Apparently, I yelled
You
at
do
them
still have
about.
your movement, by the way, and any bonus actions you may wish to use.
Oh, I'm gonna stay put. I'm confident here. Oh wait,
Okay.
I do put my loot away and pull out my rapier.
How many feet is a square, by the way? I not just use ruler. Never mind. I just forgot you could do that. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's weird. So, backstabbers upward. That's not great. I'll be honest.
Oh wait, sorry, I forgot to do something first.
Mm.
I can take a bonus action, which
Which
I
is?
believe can count as me casting one of my cantrips.
Technically, you can cast anything that takes a bonus action.
True Strike.
Oh,
Is True Strike a bonus action?
It's a cantrip.
But how do you? Oh, you have something that lets you cast any cantrip as a bonus action.
Yes. It's
What
one
is
of my
that?
special abilities. Isn't it my one of the things that I have for my Arcane Trickster?
Let's take a look. See Arcane Trickster. Let's see. You can use a bonus action granted by your character to control the hand. I don't see it.
Oh dang, I thought I had something for that.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. So no, you can't.
Oh well, in that case, I'm just gonna cast a spell because I have Arcane Ambush.
Go for it. Give me that disadvantage.
Okay, how does Thunder Wave work?
Well, for one, Thunderwave only affects your immediate area, where you start when you cast it. I think it's the teleport spell, right?
I'm checking it because for some reason when I click it, it just gives me like what level.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
that's
to
that.
do
That's what.
that.
It's because if you can cast it at higher levels, it does more damage. So the way it works is you have a 15-foot cube. You can center that around yourself however you like. So you can make it angle awkwardly, and anything within that range just takes damage. You're not technically close enough for that, but you can move up to it and then cast it.
Especially because I can use dash as a bonus action.
Well, you can just move up to it. It's within range of walking.
Or, hear me out. Cloud of Daggers.
Now,
Yeah.
the sad news I have is that I'm pretty sure Cloud of Daggers is not a bonus action.
Doesn't need to be. It could be my main action.
Okay. Since apparently you're just going to give yourself that.
What I have I have Magical Ambush.
Mm-hmm.
What's magic ambush?
Means that they get disadvantage against any of my magical attacks if I'm hidden.
Oh, I have cloud daggers too.
Very well.
So, I'm gonna cast Cloud of Daggers. Like, it's a 5-foot cube of sharp, pointy bits. And I'm gonna cast it. Let me get back to our tab. Right on the little guy.
By the way, you can't click and hold to make this happen.
I can. Cool.
Oh,
Yeah, right
look at
there.
that.
Right on that dude.
That's very useful.
It is.
Okay. How does Cloud of Daggers work? How about you roll me the attack, the spell? Just select the level.
You cast it as a 3rd level.
You do not have 3rd level spell slots.
Okay, 2nd level.
I don't know why your Cloud of Daggers takes that, but I guess it's because of how Sneak Attack is implemented. So 7 slashing. How about that?
And I'll hit both of them.
Okay, let's take a look. See, let me just do a couple of things for my own convenience.
Whatever they both are.
Plus, the cube remains there for up to a minute.
Exciting. They take 7 damage. You can see it sort of cutting into them. But, you know, it's a lot of armor, so it's only so effective. Who gets the next turn?
I assume me? Or.
Well, you can give it to the
Wait,
enemy
wait.
or yourself. Or them.
Cloud of Daggers procs sneak attacks.
Does it now?
I just looked it up. It's counted as a weapon spell and requires an attack roll. So it technically, but using it in the area the first time doesn't take a hit roll, but it counts as a sneak attack up to 30 feet away from me.
Huh.
I just looked it up. So yeah, it actually triggered the
Oops.
sneak attack.
Amazing. All right.
So they took 24 damage from it.
Yep. Moving on. Who gets the turn?
Bella.
All right, I'm
Brigadier
gonna
Pella.
close. I'm gonna close the distance.
You run on up.
I'm gonna take 5
Also,
flame.
Claire just gets to see a bunch of knives spring into existence.
Gotcha.
That's
Then,
pretty cool, actually.
question. My key point flurry of blows can come after any attack action, right?
It should specify.
Yeah, it says immediately after you take the attack action. So
Technically, that could be any attack.
okay, so I'm gonna attack, then flurry of blows with a key point.
That's how it works.
All right, cool. So first attack.
You bounce off.
All right, second attack. Damn
You
it.
bounce off.
Give him a good poke.
All right, third.
Jesus. Now that's a blow.
Yeah, punch him in the chest. Like bam.
Tung,
Then,
tung, bam.
And flurry of blows is one more strike, right?
I guess so. So roll him another one.
All right, bam.
This,
Dang
this
it.
guy is big and burly.
All right, so I
Its
just kind of
turn
like
has come. Or their turn specifically has come.
knuckles.
Well, heck.
Let's take a look. Nope. So, little guy runs off the sword. Ends up around there. You see him sort of wave his hand around, and knives appear in his fingers with every one he does, including his thumb. Then,
Oh.
one of these comes right at you. And you are just pelted with knives, which in your case means you take 20 damage.
What the fuck? What? That's like too much of my health.
Yep. And then it most politely passes its turn to the big guy. Goes in for a swing-a-ding-ding on little old Puffly. Although,
Oh,
they're
hell.
probably going to end their turn there as well, so they'll take the 40
Ow.
foot.
Daggers again.
Yep. Let's see. If you suppose it starts its turn there. Okay, so the guy does take an additional amount of damage, I think. Oh, no, that's the damage it takes initially. Okay, so that's... Let me just do that extra. There we go. Well, let's see how Bella fares against a big slashing blade.
All right.
I just
Bella,
wanted to
your
sing a song.
AC is not 12, it is 14.
Oh,
Okay.
it's Getsy a 10 showed.
Yeah, I think you get get to add your wisdom modifier to it as well.
What were you saying, Claire?
I'm hurt.
Yes, you are. You can take the little one.
So, the first one is a whiff, because it is a giant blade that just flies right over you. And that's actually its entire turn, is it just swings what is essentially a bed over your head.
Hey, does flanking give them disadvantage?
What?
Does flanking
Nope.
give disadvantage?
Although it does trigger your sneak attack to be flanking
I
someone.
was wondering about that.
However, it it passes its turn onto itself.
Oh yeah, it was the last thing.
And
Does
Bella
that mean
gets
it takes the
whopped.
damage again?
Yeah, it does.
So that's 44 damage.
Yep. Give me that 44, baby.
Can we
How?
get that twice?
Well, there is an easy way to roll. There is like this little dice thing off to the
Boop.
side. Yeah, that's also a way to do it. Okay, so we got 10. Kapow.
I used the thing off to the side.
That's really nice, ain't it?
It is.
Bella takes a whopping 15 damage
Ah,
as the weapon strikes you in the side. As this goes on, it actually passes on the turn to you. Let's see what you're going to do with it. By the way, you can click your token and you can decrease the green bar by doing something like -15 and boom. Reduces it.
okay. Also, I just realized the attack I made on the thing was a crit, but yeah.
Yep, and I counted that. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Let's move on. It is your turn, Boffley.
Isn't it Leona's?
No, it's you choose who's next.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Provided they haven't gone this turn.
And let's see what I got. Yeah, I'm just gonna punch it.
That's when
So
the punching continues.
one punch.
That's a glance.
All right, second punch.
And that's a hit.
Yeah. Hell yeah, 4 damage. And then I'm a patient defense.
Patient defense. What does that do?
You can spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn. So
Oh, all made with disadvantage now, huh?
yeah.
Going back. Who goes next?
Who does Bella choose?
All right. I'm gonna let Leona.
Okay. Did not like getting hit by the dagger man. Did not like it. So let's see, what can I do? My spells are usually for like hitting multiple things. That's one problem.
Tank Bard.
Yeah, that's why did
I
I
mean-
just do that?
Well, that's me. If for some reason the sheets work like that. But here's all your spells. I mean, you got Call Lightning.
Yeah, but that's like an area effect, isn't it?
Call Lightning. Read the description. A storm cloud appears 10 feet tall, 60-foot radius, centered on a point you can see 100 feet. And you just get to point at someone and they get hit with lightning.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm mad at this person. I'm gonna just smack him with the call lightning.
Okay. Let's see how this exactly works. When you cast the spell, you point it within range, blah, blah, blah. On each of your turns when the spell ends, you can use your action to call down more lightning. So, you can also cast it at a higher level, doing 1 extra d10. It's 3d10 base. So go ahead. What do you do with this spell?
I'm gonna cast it at level 3. I'm gonna point at it and go. I don't like criticism sometimes.
Oh, sorry. Okay, 14. Let's take a look-see at that save and throw. Well, it's not good with those. And wouldn't you know it, does it do anything else extra? Nope. But it does, like, basically absorb a whole bunch of lightning. You can see it shiver and shake. Who goes next?
Wait, so
You're
like
the
it's just
small guy.
wait, me or the small guy?
Me
Oh,
or the small
Yeah.
guy.
screw the small guy. Yeah, go dagger rabber.
Okay. Bonus action spell. Shadow Blade.
Shadow Blade.
This one actually is a bonus spell. And I'm gonna like baboom. I'm stab it with flanking.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. Shadow Blade does
We're about
2d8
to-
psychic damage plus sneak attack damage.
We're about to Bucky Steve this meanie.
So let's see. 2d8, since it's not a normal equipped weapon. I'll do this. And my sneak attack. Oh wait, I have to roll to hit. Damn it. Forgot that. Let's see.
Yes, silly.
Cool. So I'll just roll it the same to hit with my short sword.
Yep.
19.
That is a strong hit.
Although disregard the damage roll there, because
Yeah, no.
the piercing.
I
is not what
disregard the
was using.
damage roll.
Okay, except the sneak attack, because
I disregard the damage roll. Nothing happens when you hit it with it.
Oh, it's not conscious.
Well, if it is, it doesn't care.
Well, the psychic damage would still fuck it up with this much psychic damage.
You don't know because it's stoic as it gets.
It just.
Bonus action dispels the dagger.
Go nuts.
Okay, go shorty.
Both shorties look at you. Which shorty?
3 shorties on the field.
The evil one.
Who's the evil one?
The guy who almost cut you in half.
Oh,
Okay, so little Shorty McShorty twists around, sees you being all sneaky like. Can you? Yeah, you can make that. Whoops! Just you see a trail in the fog where this thing moves.
It used Misty Step. Ah, crap.
Nope, that's not what it did. It's just really fast.
oh.
That's not a proper roll. There we go. And let's see what happens to Sanctity as it. Well, you get off pretty easy for this one. Let's see, that's 6 plus. You take 12 damage as it sinks 2 daggers past your armor into you.
Uncanny dodge.
Half damage. Reduces it down to 6. I'll
Yep.
take care of the damage values for you. There you go. It passes its turn on to Leona.
All right.
So you see Sanctity essentially being smushed in between them, which also neutralizes her sneak attack.
Let's see. I run. Get over here, I guess. Yeah. Actually, wait. How far is the range for? Oh my God! I'm clicking on the tabs of my browser instead of like what I should click on.
I'm not going to be picky. What do you want to do?
I want to cast.
You want to cast Call Lightning again?
Please.
Well, I
don't.
thought I can cast that at the end of my turn, right?
Yep.
So I want to cast Cure Wounds on who's hurt worse,
Cure
Bella
Wounds
or
requires
you.
touch.
I've touched them. Dang it! Let's see. Oh, I know.
Do we now?
Oh, 1 second. Enhance ability.
Enhance ability essentially is a bunch of minor effects depending on what you're exactly doing, but also advantage on any checks involving that particular thing.
Oh, okay, that's not gonna. Why click that? I cast Stone Skin.
On yourself.
Oh, it's touch. God dang it. You know what? I call lightning on the little guy.
Roll
this
me
is
your
probably
lightning,
gonna hurt.
which is 3d10.
Jesus Christ. I'm trying to like figure out my spells here and I'm just like, "Oh, wow, I got to like be rubbing up against you to do it." All right, where's call lightning again? Okay.
Zap! The lightning
Did I
is
roll a
called down.
14 again?
Yeah, you roll a 14 again. And you
Yeah,
zap it.
what? Oh, did I hit it this time?
I mean, it's not... It either takes half damage or it takes all the damage.
Does it feel like it took all the damage?
It sure looked shocked by the situation. Who gets the turn? We've rolled around, by the way, so you can pick anyone.
All right, Bella.
All right, Oh.
You get to sneak attack, Bella, except you're not a rogue.
I'm a, I'm a roll around this way. Got both these guys in punching range. And not leave this guy's attack. And I'm gonna do two.
Would that put you in range of an attack of opportunity?
No, I didn't leave his. I went around him.
But you moved inside of it.
Did I?
You also would have entered small guys.
No, what do you mean? No attack of opportunities per turn on this movement.
Okay.
It's only when
Yeah.
you leave in 5e.
Oh.
So I'm gonna do 2 hits on the small guy. Just
Pew pew. Going over for the punchy
Right.
punches.
with the 1.
You just can't land a decent blow for your life, can you? Although you did land a critical.
And-
You did land a critical.
Yeah.
And you
The
give the
second one.
old conk it in the side.
Yeah.
So, who goes next?
I'm gonna say gonna go back into patient defense and gonna let the little guy go.
Who's next?
At this
Okay.
point, Leona, you can't help but notice that as all this is taking place in front of you, that there's a carriage like very far off in the mist, slowly coming up towards the scene, and then it stops. You can barely see it from your position.
Huh. Well, ain't that something? Like,
Now-
have my finger in there calling lightning and all that.
The little guy just goes and does something special on Poffley, which is called the help action, which means that the first attack against Poffley now has advantage, which cancels out patient defense,
Rude.
and it gives its turn to Big Man.
Who takes 44 damage?
He does. Roll me that damage.
He's just standing there getting like knifed in the gut.
I mean, he doesn't have any guts. Like when your sword went in, you're pretty sure you felt some gears and clockwork,
No, I used a psychic weapon.
Well,
and you felt nothing at all. No nerves. Putting that aside, despite the fact that he negated the disadvantage, Poffley is still just doing fine.
yeah, I'm just gonna deflect
You
it.
have no issues dodging that giant blade. You're too small to get hit.
Yeah.
Which means it's my turn.
Yep.
So, using a quick action, can I tell if the little guy is actually alive?
What do you mean, alive?
Like, is it an automaton or a biological entity?
Well, he looks pretty bouncy. And metallic. I mean, you've seen
That
knights
doesn't
in
help.
comparable armor. Pretty fast for someone in heavy armor, though.
Okay. Bonus action. I resummon my psychic weapon.
That's another spell
which
slot.
I can do. Nope. Same one. I can resummon it anytime I want within the same minute for free.
Interesting. All right,
Dispelling it and resummoning it is a bonus action
go for it.
described in the spell. And I'm going to stab him with it.
Go
Also
nuts.
I also have finesse with this.
Feels about the same.
So it also feels fake.
Yep. Who goes next? As by the way, since you have enough passive perception, you also notice the cart rolling in.
I almost want to shoot fire at it, but I also don't. Okay. So once again, at the end of my turn, I just disable it. And I'm going to I almost wonder. Could I use Mage Hand to stop the clockwork? Because I can manipulate things with it.
Give me some sleight of hand.
Good thing I put specialties into this. Yeah, there you go.
Well, you feel around a bit, and you're pretty sure you're holding on to some very vital clockwork. But you don't get to pull that until your next turn, because you had to feel
Okay,
around for
yeah.
something that felt loose enough to pull on.
Okay.
Who goes
Happens
next, since I
next.
think the turns have rolled around?
Yeah, so me.
Go ahead.
It's like, I'm gonna yank this out.
So yeah, I'm gonna pull it out.
Okay. For that, I'm gonna need an athletics check.
Athletic check.
Yes.
Ooh, that's not a good one.
Sure ain't.
Do it.
You still
Ooh,
make it.
Still not bad.
I don't know why you're rolling everything with advantage, but
Oh, because I have the advantage tab accidentally hit.
still a 16.
Wait, no, I don't. It says normal up there. I don't know why it's saying with advantage.
So as you pull something out, and you hear like, and suddenly it's unable to move part of its torso at this point.
You got us a dongly do.
I did a thing, guys.
Who goes next? Or what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna give it. First, I'm gonna use a quick action, which I can do, to just have my rapier out.
Yep, you get one free interaction per turn.
And now I'll give it to the baby Claire.
Oh dang, that's me. Okay, so explain this to me really quick. It says like I can just if I keep calling lightning,
Yep.
I can do it at the end of my turn. Does that mean I can take another action and then call lightning at the end of my turn?
I think the intended idea is that it's essentially a multi-hit spell that has duration to it, but it requires you to use your action every time. But also you just get to use it for free every turn.
Oh, well, I'm gonna move a little closer.
Cautious.
Yeah, cautious. Well, yeah, I got hit really hard. I'm not very strong. I'm
You just
gonna
wanna rip
mention.
something out.
So what? I want to mention something about a carriage loudly before calling lightning on the little guy. And I clicked out of my tab, so I didn't cast the spell. I'm
Good
an
job.
idiot. I'm good at this, yo.
You can
where
do
is-
it. Just believe. You gotta believe. 16. Let's take a look.
Oh, hey, not 14 again. Just 2 numbers higher.
It gets hit with lightning again. There's a crackling across the floor. And then it stops moving. And it falls over backwards.
I'm playing a vanilla World of Warcraft shaman. I just start shooting lightning at it until it dies.
What?
Frost shock! Frost shock! Stop spamming! Frost shock! Is
Oh,
it
well,
so? What you
crying.
said it's dead? Yeah, well, yeah, well, crying. I got hit really hard.
I mean, was it ever really alive is the real question here. The automaton
we
hits the
lost.
dirt.
Sorry?
Hello? We lost you, it sounds like. For a second.
Why is the thing coming through?
Can you hear us?
Because my mother's net's garbage.
Oh.
Putting that aside. As you take whatever actions you would on your next turn, you notice that the big guy has also ceased to move. And the two of them are dissolving into a pleasant, dark sort of paste, which seeps up at the sky and fades into the fog.
So we all agreed that I won that duel.
I'm
Don't underestimate
I'm
lightning.
gonna look through the big guy.
No, we might want to wait until Zala
Okay.
pops in. But that was interesting. So they were both automatons, and I'm guessing like the little one was kind of sort of a remote control for the big one.
You don't know, and I'm not going to tell you. They are dissolving, however, into sludge. They are like fading away into the sky.
Weird. That's what they get. That's-
I bet you
Yeah,
make sure Baby Bait's doing fine.
So what?
then.
Sharkbite, yeah, she's doing great. Like you saw the picture. My new favorite photo of her. I gotta admit, that's
Also, Xyla's full of shit. Cloud of Daggers does not in fact trigger sneak attack.
but it sounded like it did.
Mm-hmm. It's because Xyla's a dirty little power king.
No bully.
You can't stop me! Like, sneak attack is weirdly specific about it.
Huh.
It must use a finesse or ranged weapon. And even if Cloud of Daggers counted as a weapon, it doesn't count as a finesse weapon or ranged weapon.
Maybe I accidentally read like a homebrew thing.
Oh man, look at that bait.
She gave me that look, and I'm like, oh my god, that look. Then she gave me another look. Then she yawned.
I like how she's such a flat snoot, too. That's the good part.
She has a little flat snoot in that. And her little feet.
There
Ah.
we go. Ah, Jesus, now it's loud. Yeah, for some reason, Discord stopped making any sound.
Huh, weird.
Had to restart it. I'm here now. What up? What'd I miss?
Well, Claire called down lightning, and the machines have stopped, and are now dissolving into dark paste that is floating up towards the sky.
Even the part that I ripped out?
Yep. It's getting all gooey
I
and
don't
mushy.
think that-
This is just gooey in your hand, like,
So I can't even rummage through them to see if like thing meat.
Well, is anything left? Like,
Well, the only thing left is the carriage moving towards you. The
oh
carriage
yeah, but the,
is pulled
finger
forward
pists.
by two phantom steeds. It is a very fine-looking carriage, although it doesn't appear to have a rider. It has a puppet instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off the road. I'm just gonna let it pass.
An old
So-
hand reaches out from the side and beckons you closer.
Oh god, it's the one slur.
I
Hey,
mean,
Bard. Go ahead.
So being the brave one, I decided to just trounce up to our new guest.
Let's not be lying. You're the one that's good at talking. Actually,
So
I'm
I-
not either, so I'm gonna go with you.
So
Not bad at it.
I approached the spooky garage.
I'm going with actually because I have high skill in this.
you approach the
I'm gonna
carriage.
keep a distance, but you know.
The inside of
stay
the carriage looks most delightful compared to the chilly outside. Looks warm and comfortable. And you see an old lady sitting inside. I need to find the handout for this, but
I stab her. No, I'm not gonna murder her. But
With this life, the threat of face. You get the
where the hell-
Morrowind.
She doesn't. She should have a handout for
Yeah.
this. I guess she doesn't. Whatever. There's really no handout for her. Come on. Anyway, she looks like your stereotypical old lady. She got
Well-
a fine veil hanging from her head. Her face is old. Her nose is crooked. She looks about 70 years old. And as you'd expect.
And she has a phantom carriage.
Mm-hmm. There's a crow sitting right atop the window, so to speak, of the only non-curtained window, as well.
All right,
She looks,
good morrow, my good lady.
and,
I have no clue what time it is.
none of us do at this point.
new heroes for the land of Lord Strahd.
Is the Strahd a guy out here? I don't know what I know.
You know nothing of Strahd, unless you happen to have studied ancient history. I mean,
Yeah.
most people that send you in are like, yeah, watch out for Strahd, but that's about everything you've got on him.
I did not study history.
So, who might you be, dear?
Sanctity.
And the
I
wonderful,
am
delightful
Lewis.
loot.
Ah, yes, I am Leona Summersong, folk hero.
I'm not going near that cart until one of you two are in trouble. Poffley, by the way.
Heroes, I see heroes.
Well, hero is kind of a strong word.
You will not
Heroes
leave this
indeed.
land unless you are heroes, dear. I can provide to you aid in a most generous way.
Inner thoughts. Oh, this can't go well.
This can only go well.
Can only go well. So don't worry about it. So don't worry, pretty little face about it.
I'm worried about it.
I am, as many of my kind, the Vistani are, a powerful diviner. The future, the past, and the present hold but few mysteries to me. My
Oh.
most favorite means of divining things is through the act of card reading. Do you think you could use such a service?
Do they not see the horses?
Uh,
Do not
Card
worry
reading.
about my steeds. They are magical, offered by a kindly fellow.
Probably named Strahd.
uh,
Sure, card reading can be helpful.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. Eh.
Eh.
I gotta pull out a macro for this. Or I can just see if I can get the deck out. I don't know how this works.
I flip over card. Sanctity explodes.
Do you see this deck? Oh, that's
I
You see
do.
that deck?
That's playing decks. You shouldn't see that. Here we go. This is the deck you want to see.
Ooh.
Okay, so do you see the deck? Yes, you should see that. Like this one instead.
That was a playing card deck. We can just use the Taraka deck for this. The lady takes out a deck of cards and holds out her hands. The cards fly around in a long train around you. Quite close.
Oh.
Too.
They do the same to Poffley despite the distance, before landing in front of her. A small little deck pops out the side of the wagon, possibly hitting you in the face if you're standing too close, providing a small reading table of sorts.
Uncanny dodge puts the short one in the way of it.
Plunk. Man, that's like I swear, if this lady starts offering us about like self-employment for her MLM, I'm leaving.
Oh, I see. You will work for doTERRA.
Now,
Oh.
now, dear. The card reading is a sensitive thing. You must be very careful. She shuffles the cards and then splits them into two decks. One deck is noticeably larger than the other. I want you to draw 3 from this deck, which is the common deck, and 2 from this one.
So am I the one drawing the cards here? Am I gonna be
Either
touching
one of
this?
you can
I was
draw the
understood.
cards.
I'll draw. So 3 from common.
3 from common. I don't know how this exactly works, but I think you can just drag them out of your hand when the time is right.
And 2 from high. Are these
Now
drugs just are these cards just laced with drugs?
I guess we'll see, right?
Hey,
Stealing
it's me.
I'm stealing your cards so I can use them. Let me steal them already.
Give them to me.
Button.
Let's take a look. See, okay, we got the Terracotta Hide deck. Terracotta. Taraka.
Terracotta, the lesbian from Ruby.
I need more space for this because this is kind of an involved process. Let's see. The first card tells us of history. The knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. The Hooded One. Let's take a look. Which one is this? This is the 7th of something. The Hooded One. I see. A faceless god. He awaits you at the end of a long and winding road deep in the mountains. She holds up the second card from the common deck. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a symbol of great hope. What is this one? The Conjurer.
Huh.
Let's see if I can find it. I see a dead village, drowned by a river, ruled by one who has brought great evil into the world.
Yeah, I'm inching towards to Sanctity and just hiding. watching intently, but
She
you
seems
know.
to pay no mind to this. The old lady's just like, whatever. This card is a card of power and strength. It tells
Yo.
of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. We have the rogue, befitting of you.
Yo.
Very
Yo,
fitting
yo,
of me.
yo. Rogue in the house.
I just immediately think it's not about me. Ah, yes, Dashing Rogue.
Where the hell is the rogue? I can't find it. This is dumb.
You put it on the table. Oh, on the
No,
right
I
side.
mean, I have a little list here that tells me these are the cards. Did I read it wrong? Which one is this?
If your party draws the Rogue, they all die.
Except the rogue.
Oh, it's a special card. I'm an idiot. I thought it was 3 or something. No.
You two
no.
just fall over. Oh.
There we go. The Master of
rocket.
Coins, the rogue. I see a nest of ravens. There you will find your prize.
Basically
Now-
anything they can pick up.
Yeah, there's a lot
Strahd
of
is not
ravens
without
around here.
enemies, as you can imagine. And this card will guide you to one. One who may perhaps prove useful. The Dark Lord. That's not good.
That I'm trying to work with that guy.
Whoops, this is the wrong table I'm looking at. Let's take
So,
this.
I gotta ask Safi, like, when you say that was not good, did she just like, was she the one just go? Oh,
she
you
just looks at the card.
Did she actually
Whoa!
say that?
Your ally is the Dark Low shit.
Oh no! You know what? She just packs up and leaves.
You're on your own.
Ah. This is truly something.
Oh,
Destiny
God.
has laid no allies aside for thee. But do not worry. A kind voice can guide many to the path of victory. Finally, Strahd may be a creature of darkness and destruction, but I can help you find him in his castle, or wherever he may be at the time. Your enemy is a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality, but there is much more to him lately. He has grown in power and strength. The dark forces that bind this realm fear him as well. That puts us in most perilous position. The dungeon. He lurks in a hall of bones, in the dark pits of his castle. He will have the advantage, but you have time. Your future is dark, but
Night.
perhaps hope awaits.
Oh, well then.
She steps back, or she slips back. She's sitting in a wagon. And the cards go up in flames, and the decks rise up a bit, as if the cards are reshuffled. And she merges them together once again. I hope you listened carefully, but if you have need of, well, I will be visiting a special place. The Tsur Pool. If you look on your map, you will see that lake off to the west of where you are right now. There is the Tsur Pool. And I will reveal a few more things of information, which he essentially just fills you in on a little bit of local geography. Can you see all the stuff?
I see the Vault Road.
Why is that happening? What this? Oh, okay, that's because someone's there.
I
Yes.
think Mappy is
Like she's
suffering.
filling you in on a couple of like details as to what places are called and all, so you can navigate accordingly. Up
So-
ahead is the village of Barovia. It is not the best place to be for any extended period of time. The place of despair, closest to the Dark Lord. I may look at Strahd as a kind fellow, but times change, don't they?
Oh damn it! I was right.
She leans forward again, and kind of waits to see if you have any further questions before she intends to take her leave.
So is this entire realm Strahd's?
Yes, I would guess.
In a sense, it is his. But if a prisoner owns his own cell, what does that mean?
Probably has a good shank.
It's a good shake.
Hey,
I don't
I've been in
realize-
prison before.
Leona realizes that when she was brought here, she might have been brought here as a prisoner.
Indeed. Many pigs have been thrown before his slaughter. But I assure you, that is not the wise decision.
Yeah, vampires kind of eat people.
Yeah, I don't want to be a pig. Just saying.
To become a pig would, if anything, be a benefit to you.
Well,
You wouldn't have to worry about Strahd, after all.
Well, I'm gonna go find some ravens.
There's one on the cart looking really evil.
Yeah,
Just-
but that's not a
it's-
nest.
There's a
I ain't
raven
touching
on
that
my
one.
cart.
Yeah, like right there.
She leans out of the cart and looks up. The raven
What the-
has this
the hell
silvery
is that?
iridescent sheen to it and kind of peeks down at her. She starts swearing in a language you don't quite understand.
But we know it's
Does
swearing.
anyone here speak Abyssal or Infernal?
Yes,
I'm
I'm infernal. I'm in
You can tell that she has
I'm a
the most
tiefling.
colorful swears you've ever heard.
I'm remembering some of those.
But you just pointed out a plot point. Oh dang.
Oh, you blasted.
Should I?
She conjures up something with her hand and throws like a small ball of fire at it, and the raven flies up and lands on any one of you who will not try to shoo it off.
I'll take it.
You have a little raven on your shoulder now. You stay with
Okay.
them and stay away from me, or I will rain fire upon you.
Kokoro.
Should I? I point my bow. Is it gonna try to kill us? Because it seems like a lot of things are gonna try to kill us here.
Oh, at most he's annoying. He's a
Oh,
critic.
okay.
A very sharp critic.
Ah, I know those well.
I started.
I
I look at the
don't.
raven and point at the bard.
It looks at Leon and doesn't know what to make of you.
Well, I can talk to it because I have the commune with small animals. And
So do I.
it is a small animal. I just kind of point at it and go, "Good morrow, small black bird."
It's kind of a
Is
bigger black
it
bird.
using magic to refer to me? How insulting, quote the raven.
Well, I don't
In
think
what
it's a
language
magic
does it
knife.
quote
It's just you understand.
The odds
Oh.
are you like try to cast the spell and manifest its effects, so there's a distinct like animal sound. You notice that Madame Eva just rolls up the puts away the little desk thing and shuts the curtains, and the cart starts turning around as she's taking this chance to not be bothered. Like, you know where to find her.
Sorta.
Yeah,
Sorta.
she's done.
I'm
She's
a
out.
hold
She's
bird
glad to be
friend.
done with this raven.
I'm a bird friend on my finger and be like, is she evil? Is she bad?
What if it's evil? Are you gonna trust it to tell you it's evil?
I trust it more than her, honestly.
You have a small point.
She serves dark powers indeed. But does that make one evil? Quote the raven.
Kinda. Oh god, it's gonna end every sentence with quote the raven.
But yeah, is it actually saying "quote the raven"?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can you? I guess not.
And no, it doesn't make them evil, it makes them expensive.
Hmm.
Well, well, well. Let's hope you don't end up another snack for Lord Strahd. We've had enough snacks for the long time. Quote the raven.
I can tell you, I have no intention of being a snack for a Lord Strahd.
That is what the last
What-
bard I attended said, before he turned into a mighty snack.
Ah,
Was it an annoying snack?
Well, he certainly wasn't the worst bard of the lands.
Well, I mean, there aren't many of those left, I'm pretty sure, so.
I mean, he insisted on doing that silly thing with his drum and reciting poetry. He had a fancy for black headgear. That aside.
Never liked bards. Too easy to get noticed.
Leona's just like, aha! Well, we should head to the village.
Head to the village of Barovia. The castle.
Yeah, there might be stuff in there.
Of course, of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. On foot.
And maybe
as
people, I
ever.
guess.
Okay, yeah,
Maybe
for a second. Be right back.
people. Maybe.
Be right back.
There's plenty of people in Barovia. But whether
Maybe
or
there's
not
people
they
who
have
are
any interest
alive.
in helping you is another matter entirely.
Oh, yeah, help. Right.
You are facing a foe most dangerous, to the point that the dark powers that he once wielded conspire against him. This prison may hold him, but for how long?
Well, hopefully by the time it's done holding him, he'll be dead. Again. Probably died before, I'm sure.
I like
I
your
bet.
optimism. I really do. But that will not help you.
Of course not. You know, it helps kill people.
Gotta get up again. Be right back.
Alright, Bala.
But he'll kill you. Only if I die. Yes.
Oh,
That's what killing you means.
looks at the bird, then looks at the Stabby Stabberson.
Sanctity.
Sanctity
I'm a
Stabberson.
very good person.
I'm back. Again.
Yay!
Welcome back, gnome. I am a goblin. I don't speak gnome.
I thought you were a gnome. That's why I spoke it. So I'll just speak to nothing then.
I'm extremely beautiful, though. So that's just, but you're not. You're anyone who would notice is not sure why.
Can't remember which languages I can speak.
It's underneath all the skills. It's under proficiencies.
Yep.
Bella tries speaking to me. I go,
Language, common, infernal, and thieves can't.
I speak common and gnomish. Oh right, I do speak gnomish. Because like I said, we couldn't find. I'm a goblin, but we couldn't. We literally couldn't find anything on goblins. So
Anyways.
yeah.
Should we call it for heading into the village?
The longer you stay out here, the sooner the wolves will find you. Better
No,
to
I'm
end up
watching
on
this.
Strahd's plate, I guess.
No, I'm watching those trees.
It is not
Don't
the
trust
trees
them.
you should worry about around here.
So small bird. So small bird ally. What you're saying is
You're assuming an
Strahd's.
awful lot.
What?
From what you're saying, it sounds like Strahd's allies are conspiring against him.
Well, to what extent they can.
Methinks we can use that to our advantage.
Well, I mean, her card said that you would find no ally. But, perhaps, a silver tongue can get you further than any card will. Unless
I
it's a
don't really trust,
MasterCard.
for everything else, there's MasterCard. Whole campaign. Boom. Advertisement.
we just like buy our way out of here.
Ah, you have a MasterCard. I guess I'll let you go.
Oh, well, I can't do anything against that. I mean,
Support in over 70 countries.
oh, what could I even say to that?
You can make your way to the village of Barovia.
Yeah.
Then not much happens along the way, although, you know, it's kind of spooky.
It's
The raven stays on Poffley's shoulder and doesn't really say much. It's just kind of hanging.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like scratching his feathers every now and then, but not really like offensively. I'm just kind of like poke.
Don't patronize me, gnome.
That having been said, I should personally make a tiny little handout telling me what those cards said.
What the heck was that noise?
Where's my handout? There it is. Well, you arrive in the village of Barovia. Let me pull up that sheet. Bada boom, bada bing. Oh, this is a nice. Here, take a look at this. This is what the buildings look like around here.
Oh,
Nice gothic vibe to it. The village is a mixture of somewhat decently tall buildings and smaller buildings. It's about what you'd expect from a village that's built up mostly out of farmers, but eventually kind of started densing itself up because there's only so much solid ground around here and all. The fog makes the town kind of eerie. The fact that there's barely any wind around here, even more so. There aren't many people outside, and the few that are skitter away the second they see you. Oh, I forgot to put Mappy McMapperson on the frickin'. There you go.
Hmm.
There he is,
Then we
The
can't forget
strong-
Mappy.
the strongest boy. What do you wish to do now that you stand in the middle of a village?
I guess looking for people.
You can always knock, knock, knock on someone's door.
Breaking and entering? Sure, sounds great.
Well, like I mean, I guess first thing is like I kind of scan the surroundings about like, do I see anyone?
There are people, and as I said, they skitter into houses or into alleys the minute they see you.
Okay,
I
so-
want to check for thieves markings
Thieves mark.
in case there's an active thieves guild in the area, because I have thieves can't.
You take a look around, and you do find some thieves markings, but they are very weathered. Not up to code at all.
Damn, the ID would never accept this.
You also notice that just about every house is marked as, no, don't bother.
That's
I kind of
concern.
figured there was a bunch left in here. Also, you guys can't read it, so I'm not
Oh, yeah.
letting you know that I'm looking for them.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I
So
just
this
know
is-
you're looking at houses.
even if I notice, I'll just think, that fellow
The
was
heck are
quite
these?
weird.
Ooh. Exciting.
So we spooked them. They're spooked.
We're probably spooked from everybody. Where I want to go is up in the northeast. There's that one lone house up there.
You take a look. Oh, that. This is really awkward. Because I
Why?
think that doesn't actually have like a marker. So if you go there, go ahead.
I wanted to go check it out. It seems on its own. It's probably either more or less messed up.
Or maybe it's just the one guy who decided to build his house outside.
Yeah, maybe he's a weirdo. I
Like,
don't
let
know.
me
but
let me be clear about one thing about the Curse of Strahd campaign. It does not follow the adventure like campaign conventions.
So you're supposed to be on a set path instead, like
Nope,
wrong
nope,
way,
nope,
like
nope. It just means that sometimes you open a chest and there's nothing inside, even though it looks like there should
I
be
know. I
something.
wasn't thinking it was valuable, but I was,
Go ahead.
usually the guy who lives outside of town's a weirdo.
I mean, there's another big house to the south. There's a big house over there. There's one in the center.
Yeah, I just wanted to go to the one further out.
Go ahead. If you all agree, you
Alright.
can move the token.
yeah.
We agreed to move the most powerful boy.
Let me actually move this over to the... I don't know why this is on the frickin' GM layer, but it's just the Village of Barovia Area E. And why the hell does it put the fricking... Oh my goodness. There. Now you can see at the bottom... Oh, why is it hiding everything? It is hiding the map compass. It is hiding the map name. It is hiding the fricking map square size. Ugh.
I don't know.
So, move your token, please.
Away.
You arrive at probably one of the larger buildings around. You notice that the soil around here is particularly sturdy. If you'd have to wager a guess, if it wasn't for the hills nearby, this would probably be a great place to expand towards. The house has smoke coming out of its smokestack, which is hard to see, so you didn't really notice until you approached it. But yeah, it looks lively enough. There's lights shining behind ragged curtains.
So
Well-
we can knock on the door.
Maybe,
knocking on heaven's door.
Maybe we could have Leanna perform for them. Maybe liven them up. Since we're coming here anyway.
Thing that I found.
Lana scratches her chin. I'm starting to think that these people do not appreciate the fine art of song.
What?
Oh yeah, I mean, like you can perform for people. I'll even take out my lute.
I walk up and knock on the door.
You walk up to the door.
Got my trick or treat bag ready.
So, what exactly do you look like?
I'm a bizarrely beautiful goblin because of the mantle.
If you want to be a goblin, there is a goblin race, but whatever.
Well, I mean, we were making the character, we couldn't find it, and we lost
There
out.
we
Dang.
go.
Oh, okay, we just got bags out. Okay, never mind.
It's actually 3 races of goblin by the looks of it. In the 5e
That's so odd.
videos. But, okay, you approach, you knock on. You hear some shuffling. Then thick boots walk close. And then the door slowly opens and you see someone peeking out.
Man, I was so waiting for like you to say the door opens and a big old boot comes at your face.
This is not Steppy Town.
This is not Steppy Town.
Who is this?
Good what's the like fancy word for afternoon?
Whatever you want.
Good evening.
I mean, there's good
Okay.
morrow, then there's good borrow, good sir. Mr. Sir.
What do you want?
Me and my motley crew are a group of weary travelers trying to find our bearings in this strange but amusing land. We were hoping you could be of assistance to us. And I kind of give a little wink, and by wink I mean
You can get us all killed.
and by wink I give a little charisma, little. Where's the? I have a thing that I'm good with people. Since you come from the race of folks, you can find a place to hide, rest, and recuperate among other commoners. Yeah, see, I'm not a danger. And with my rustic hospitality, you know, I should have like. This is what I'm talking about.
You wanna... I mean, there's an inn.
An inn, you say?
Yeah. It's a big building at
is-
the market square. And he starts to push the door closed again.
That is literally not why I came here.
Why did you want to come here?
Generalized information searching.
This is what we were after.
Yeah. And you just decided
Just
to bother
finding
some
an
random
inn.
person.
Well, hey, you know what? An inn will have much more information than some guy
money.
outside.
Hey, Mr. Guy who lives here.
Why are all of you
Well-
so small?
Hey, I'm not small. Defense to this.
Oh,
I'm
what?
normal. You see, my friends here are developmentally delayed.
I'm a
Yeah,
gnome.
hi,
What are you
guys.
talking about?
Oh dear. The raven kind of caws.
I like to think that you're tall enough as long as your feet still touch the ground.
Whatever.
I have a question for you, good
What is it?
sir or madam. Why do you?
Sir.
Yes. Why is your house far? I mean, I understand it. I like living on my own too, but I mean, like, there's a little distance between.
You see him kind of
Either way.
step out of his house at this point, and he looks at his house and then he looks at the village. And you can't help but notice that he has really sort of weirdly blank eyes. No. That's where my dad built it, I guess.
Ah, family homes.
Yeah,
I can respect that.
I guess.
Someone killed my dad.
Kill my dad. All right, I need that. Let's see. I think I have something called Recognize Spell.
Yeah.
Can I like use that on him to see if he's like, because he's weird.
Yep.
Where,
So what
where
are
is
you
that?
doing? I mean,
Like,
you can
where's-
use insight if you want to, or
Oh yeah, I thought I had something like that was like Recognize Magic or something.
detect magic would be that, but you don't have
I'm not
that.
sure. Okay, then I don't have. I use Insight on the fellow to see if I can discern if there's something odd with them. With my 2 in insight, yep. with my 2 in insight, good job.
If you'd had to wager the old college try, you'd call him soulless.
You call him what?
Like you're looking at probably the finest description you will ever find of a bag of meat and bones that doesn't have anything going on up in there. Oh,
So he's like-
dear, I stumbled across one of them.
What do you mean by one of them, bird boy?
Oh, well, you know, land of Strahd kind of runs dry after a little while.
Runs dry.
Do I really need to explain to you people how this all works? I thought you
think-
were
Little things-
heroes. That's what Medimir said about you.
Little thinks for a second. I think I understand what the Raven's saying. She sort of waves her hand in front of the man.
He does kind of notice, but he doesn't seem as annoyed as any real person would be.
Can we stay at your house, friend?
I think you just stay at the inn. By the way, what's up with that bird of yours?
Bird's a friend of ours. Don't question.
Ventriloquism
Of
friend.
yours?
Yeah.
No, dear.
Yeah, we're speaking through him with magic.
Give me that bird.
Oh,
Just like, give me the bird.
Just give me the
I'm just gonna hold on to my bird friend. Just no,
Give it.
no. And then I walk away.
Why aren't you giving it?
okay.
This guy
Bored of this now. I hold up a finger, casting sleep on him. Snap.
The man falls asleep instantaneously.
By the way, this house is ours now.
There are
You
more
just-
people inside, by the way. And
Yeah,
they
but
did
how
just
many
hear you
people can
cast
I
a spell.
affect?
You just
But I can affect a lot of people with that spell, actually.
Well,
see what the house. We just find like this squatting den. Zala just knocks out the entire group. All right, guys, sleep well. Use them as pillows.
no, most people in the building are now asleep thanks to you, which is a fire hazard.
I'm gonna go and make sure this place is burned down. It's ours now.
So how many of them like fell on candles or kitchen knives?
Most of them
or...
were sitting down. Don't worry about it.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
you know
I'm
who
just
wasn't sitting
casually
down?
going in now, by the way.
By the
World
way,
weary man in front of us.
Sanctity, I am giving you like 2 luck points for what you've been doing so far.
Awesome.
Like the fact you were acting like what chaotic neutral is. Like I don't care.
Yeah, I could tell you.
Hey,
Just
I
like
was trying to do the okay thing. I got bored.
I was trying to point out that the man was like drained, and he
I'm-
decided.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
by the way,
bring
he
man
fell on
inside.
the. Did anyone catch him? Did I
No.
catch him?
I don't know if anyone
I
caught him.
think I
Did anyone?
cared.
I was focused on the bird, but I mean, like now that he's on
Oh,
the
wait.
floor, I'm gonna
On
pick
the
him up.
way in,
And
I turn around, point to the bard. Bring him inside. I don't even want to see that.
There's like no one to see it.
Yeah, but it's a reflex.
The bard just sort of Leona shrugs and just grabs the dude by the pant leg and starts dragging him into the house, just like sliding him.
I'm going to systematically now tie up all the people in here.
What the?
I must say you have the finesse.
I'm not hurting them. I'm not going to hurt anybody.
Wait, is this gonna be the adventure of non-lethal actions? It's okay as long as I don't kill them.
You all have
Chaotic
the finesse
neutral
of a
assassin.
wooden crate.
More like the finesse of a rabid crocodile.
Hey, nobody's hurt. No guards are after us.
are,
Hmm?
are we gonna put them in the basement?
Why would we do that? There's a sitting room we're not going to use.
Leona's just beside herself. We just kidnapped how many people?
We didn't kidnap them. They're in their house.
Is there a reason you couldn't just go to the inn if you needed a room?
We don't have any money.
Oh, that's a fair point, actually. Yeah.
Wait, do we
We're
not have money?
prisoners. Why would they not? Why would they give us money?
I can perform for our tab.
Yes. You saw that guy we were talking to? I'm pretty sure they're mostly like that. Or
I don't
they're
like how
not
you
going to
handle
be
it.
friends with you. We needed a place to sleep. I solved it.
To be fair, there's plenty of empty houses around here. You didn't have to go.
That would have
after one
taken
was
too long.
occupied. Oh yes, it would have taken so much longer. You decided to go to the first house you saw on the outskirts of town instead of going for any of the houses. Ugh.
Fine, I
You're
just
no
think I'm
better
gonna
than
stay.
the last one, I'll tell you that much, quoted the Raven.
I don't need. We don't need your criticisms, Bird.
know,
Yeah,
Certainly you
Bird is
do
a
if this
fan.
is the way you decide to act around ordinary people.
I'll make sure everyone's comfy in their bindings. Heads on
Putting
shoulders.
Gotta-
blankets in between the
Look.
rope.
I
And
gotta
Yeah.
let him go in the morning.
Fine, you can take your Betty sleep if you want.
Oh
You
my
will be
god.
hearing lots of people loudly complaining to the best of their ability as you do so, however.
Silent.
If they are even capable of complaining, they'll-
I cast silence.
Jesus.
High five.
The bard's just here. I guess this is like, well, I just got it made an accessory to mass kidnapping.
I mean, we're gonna be sleeping here anyway. Do you really want to hear them complaining?
I mean,
Well-
you can go sleep in the inn if you want.
As you decide to go to bed. I assume you're just going to take a long rest now?
Yep.
Well,
Sure.
as you take a long rest, you notice that the outside world doesn't seem to change much over the course of day and night. It's more of a suggestion around here, it seems. And so as day passes in the night and back again,
So much.
does anyone take any watch, by the way?
Oh, I'm going to.
All right.
I
someone
mean,
is
there's a
taking
whole bunch of people down there that are probably angry with me.
They're not as angry as you think they would be.
No, I kind of figured.
As you take watch, you notice that outside there is one interesting bright red light source that streaks across the sky at night and lands at several points in the village and then leaves, going off to where, to the best of your knowledge, might be a Castle Ravenloft, according to what Eva had told you.
Huh.
That's probably not a friend.
Yeah, who cares? It's probably just a light. It's just a will-o-wisp. Don't worry about it.
This is trick of the light.
But as you think morning has come, you all feel rested. You get all your hit points back, all your spell slots back, all your slaps on the ass back.
Got the key
Ooh.
points. Yay.
Several of the last one's important.
But it's a day. You're free to do as you want. The people downstairs have fallen asleep at this point, and they're not being roused by anything. So,
Wait, they fell back asleep.
well, they woke up from sleep at some point, and then they fell asleep again. Sleep is not a restful sleep spell. That's catnap.
That's true. I just hit him with the knockout gas.
I tap Leona on the shoulder, and it's gonna be like, you know what? We're not gonna let Sanctity make decisions anymore.
I'm awake, guys.
I'm speaking no.
I'm right here.
Like, I'm perfectly fine being an accessory. I just don't want it. I want it to be routine.
Yeah, that sort of points it.
wants you to figure
Rolls
out what you're
perception
doing.
on you.
I don't know what you're saying, but I know what your meaning is.
Lotus kind of says it right out loud. I don't think we should make it a habit in this mysterious land of horrors and shadows that apparently master vampire lords.
Wow.
I was trying to hide my intent.
I know what you were thinking of tomorrow.
That we should not make it a habit of kidnapping the local rabble.
First, Bard. How long did you want to stay out with a huge gaping chest wound?
That wound's fine by now.
Yeah, exactly.
The bard
Yeah,
looks at you.
yes.
Blood sprays from her chest. I don't know what you're talking about.
What do? Are you just gonna argue in the house all day?
No, I'm getting ready to leave. They're the ones talking about me.
You hear a soft knocking on the front door.
Oh, that can't be good.
If you don't ask, we live
It's
here.
very polite knocking, one might say.
I'm gonna go down. Open up the door.
As you wish.
I've always lived here. This is my father's house.
You see in front of you quite a fine gentleman. The finest gentleman you've seen so far. He stands tall and proud, and around him is an aura of, well, it's actually slightly unpleasant, but he smells nice. It's the main thing here. And with a smile that just radiates, you fucked up.
Sleep.
The man stands there.
I'm not doing it.
The man stands there and looks at you and asks but a simple question. I heard last night that my servants were attacked. My loyal folk. That wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
I guess it depends on who the servants would be.
Nope.
Wait, what?
I live here, and I don't know what you're talking about. I've always lived here.
Nope.
What are you
You-
hoping?
Would that be nope?
No,
Yeah, we were
Oh,
not
wait.
people.
Would that be you? Nope. Found them like this.
If you did find them as such, why didn't you help them? They are fine folk, aren't they? Deserve your kind affection.
I kind of thought they were dead. They didn't move very much. Not saying that, by the way. I think of a good lie for that one.
Well,
Well, actually, we haven't been here that long.
you're new!
why did you say
Yes,
that?
indeed.
That is exactly what I thought.
You should have gone with the deception of I lived here all my life.
Also, I was sure he's talking about, the family that lives here or the two people who attacked us.
Those are robots. I ripped out part of them.
I don't know that. I'm Wolf.
You saw me rip out part of it.
For all I know, that was someone's stomach. I mean,
So, yes, we are new. We actually just came into the area, and we were checking the house to make sure there was no one in the house who was the attacker. You never know. You want to be careful before you help people, you know. Don't get stabbed in the back.
I see. I see. Well, you should be more careful. This is not the land to be risky.
Yeah, we got attacked by...
Since you are new to this fine land, I extend to you an invitation. For you to claim whenever you see fit, of course.
Okay.
Castle Ravenloft's fine lord invites you. You may take this invitation whenever you wish. He will know when you've arrived. Don't worry the details. But do know that attacking his subjects comes at a price.
We'll be aware of that.
He steps in through the threshold of the doorway and gets uncomfortably close.
You want some eggs?
What?
You've been cooking.
you probably just comes down. Hey, you want some cooking? You want some griddles?
It took me 3 hours to make breakfast.
I made waffles.
Oh my goodness, I can't take this. Now, since you are a loyal subject coming to this land afresh, you would naturally have no objection to me taking a sample.
A what sample?
A sample
Of what?
of the new subjects. He flashes a set of sharp-looking fangs.
Yeah,
I sleight of hand a knife into his forehead.
You are free to try.
No.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not going to.
I understand
Yes.
the trademark of baring teeth. I am not happy with that. I'm just gonna retract my egg statement.
Anytime, really. I get up around 9.
I have no need of eggs.
Yeah, that's when I wake up. Anytime after that.
Sample the subjects. I thought he was like offering us candy or something. Personally, like he was nice before, but now he's doing that whole vampire thing where
he,
he's
he only brings Smarties, like the
what?
sour candy.
Grab Rick then.
Oh
Sample
man,
my wares.
Not a problem.
I just love the idea of like Poffley coming down the stairs, like
Okay, I was
holding
making
like a
plans, sorry.
griddle.
So what did you guys talk about in the minute I was busy there?
No.
I thought he was offering us candy, and then I was just like remarking about how funny it is about the idea of Poffley just coming down with a griddle like a food.
God, that killed me. Okay, so I'm gonna step back pretty quickly. Just out of arm's reach of this man.
His
He-
arms like
His
extend.
smile stays. Well, I shouldn't press. I can wait until you arrive at the castle. On the Lord's invitation, of course.
What would this lord's name be?
Oh, you haven't heard of him. You're terrible subjects, causing a ruckus, not cleaning up the mess, not knowing your lord's name.
You're getting to the cleaning out part.
You're getting to it. But from what I've heard, you had all night. That's going to need a little bit of explaining, won't it?
This guy's getting really, really belligerent.
He steps in a little, again, he takes another step forward. I think you need to know that the lord of this land is a iron-fisted sort of person. Transgressions do not fly lightly.
This guy is a wiener.
I need a wisdom saving throw from you, Sanctity.
From me?
You can feel something poking at your brain.
Let's see what my saving throws. That's not one I have a lot of.
Well, don't worry, a couple levels and you'll get slippery mind.
Oh,
So-
you start just that you're dead.
wait, does that mean that's a nat one?
That was a natural one.
An
Wait, so my
old
31
assassin.
deception didn't tell?
An old assassin coming to my lands and showing so little care. You know, if I didn't have the modesty, I would set this place on fire while you were asleep.
I think that was...
But these are the niceties you are afforded as new. But I will need that nibble. Just a small bite.
we have some,
He steps
Pigs in a
forward again.
blanket.
And what business is more important than your lord?
You know, I'd really prefer to not get bitten. That doesn't sound like something I'm not into.
It is the
that.
duty of
Sorry.
all servants of Strahd von Zorovich.
Who is this guy?
Okay. Are you two not vampire people in range to see me very well?
I'm assuming I am.
I follow the knocking. I'm the friendly one.
Okay. I'm using one of my hands to sort of beckon the monk to get a little closer, very discreetly. As I
Alright.
try to step back a little bit more.
I'm a steppy step. You know,
Can I ask his name or is that something?
I'm a, bring
Did
the,
he give it?
the pan that I was holding.
Look, you're actually sticking to that point. Take 2 luck points for being sassy on that.
Yeah.
So, what exactly are you doing? Because he is waiting.
I
You
want
can
to
tell
ask
that he
his
isn't
name.
breathing by this point, by the way. He is not breathing or anything. He just exists. Even less than the robots.
And we got some snacks over there. They're like
I
tied up.
don't want your snacks. I want you as a snack.
I'm sorry.
I
it's
have
not-
places
again,
to be. You have to hurry this up.
We got places to be too. We don't quite know where they are yet, but we're figuring that out.
I point at the vampire man. Good sir, may I ask your name?
That's
He
your biggest
smiles a
question.
little wider, and from leaning in on Sanctity's face, he temples his fingers, and then taps them together. Well, I may be your lord. The house is slowly being consumed by a swarm of ever-growing bats.
Okay. This might be Strahd, or it might be Strahd's butt boy. So,
Or actually, how much noise has he made while walking?
Very little.
I'm wondering, is he even here?
Who knows? But there's a lot of bats outside by the looks of it.
Okay, we're gonna need to burn everything. It's gonna be hard with all this mist.
wait. I got an idea.
So you would be what was it? Strahd? That's it. Strahd. Sorry, I'm bad with names.
The name is Lord Zarovich. Subject.
Oh, he's not Strahd.
That's the. Never mind.
Mm.
So his name's Lord Zalovich. Is that what you said?
Oh my goodness.
That's like Strahd's first name, I think.
He's Strahd von Zarovich.
Oh,
Oh.
not the way around. Sorry.
Now, since you are making this so painful for the both of us, perhaps I should put you out of your misery, lest you suffer for the rest of your life from this horrible faux pas.
Oh, we lost Bella.
Bella vanished. No!
Bella's
Bella!
back though.
Be strong.
She was just gone for a second.
Bella's back.
You see, I'm actually not suffering right now. Is the thing. I'm actually
Oops.
pretty happy at the moment. If we could just, go our separate ways, then no one has to get immolated.
The invitation stands. But you better have better manners next time.
My manners are great.
My manners are great!
I'm making waffles.
I was like sitting at all times, like, okay, I just gotta wait. If he's not Strahd, I'm gonna hit him with the freaking where is it? Dissonant Whispers.
Dissonant whispers.
But he is Strahd, so that's kind of like pelting.
Well, Mr. Strahd, we will definitely see you.
Sanctity,
At a
can I
later
have
time,
another
then.
wisdom saving throw from you?
Okay, I won't actually say the Mr. one. Sanctity's assassin, so a little too smart for that one.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
God damn it. Wait, if I rolled a 1, how'd I get a different number?
No, the 1 is your modifier.
Not, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sanctity, you just turn into a pig.
Wait, so he just turns into a pig?
Yep, he snaps his fingers and you're a pig now.
I pick up Sanctity and run.
All right, so
He gives the
That means
pig...
he's casting a spell, though, so I can get a response to that.
Do you? What would this response be?
I'm going to teleport. I have an instantaneous bonus action spell for teleportation.
Can I see the exact specifics of this spell?
This would be Misty Step.
Misty Step is a bonus action, if I'm correct, which means it does
Yes.
not take place on any turn but your own.
Can I stab him?
No. You can
Does that
attack him
help?
while he's doing it, but I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do. But feel free to do what you want. I'm not here to stop you. What is your course of action, adventurer?
I'm double checking my abilities. Wow, this
Yo,
doesn't
he's-
give me a dexterity save. Damn it.
he's a vampire. How can he even walk in the house?
Yeah, we didn't invite him in.
You did?
This is my house. I stole this.
I mean, you could always ask him, but I think at this point he's not interested.
Because vampires can't enter without being invited.
Can I just ask what you're going to do?
Well, if
Or if we're just at the part
Sa-
where you're a pig now?
yeah, if Sanctity's a
Well,
piggy, I'm picking up Sanctity, and
Is-
I'm back away. You are not welcome here.
The pig is patted on the head as he walks off. And I hope you learn better manners by the time you come to act upon my invitation.
Lena looks at him,
what
looks
do
at
I
the
use my
pig.
luck points for again?
I think it's for rerolls.
Whatever. It's not like we're getting hurt.
He then unhinges his jaw and puts the entire pig in his mouth.
So, do I turn back after he leaves?
I mean, like
Spell permanence.
if Sanctity's gonna be a
Sorry,
pig for a
someone
while,
just bumped in. What is going
Oh.
on?
I got
I was just
it.
asking, do I
Back.
turn back after he leaves?
You're going to be a pig for about an hour.
Well, good thing no one else is coming.
He then just like waves really like happy and lights the whole building on fire.
Yeah, the bats do disperse over time.
Hey, give me a second. I'm gonna just get it for a second.
Oh my
Go back.
goodness.
Leon kind of like looks at the pig Sanctity, thinks about what she was planning before. Well,
Can I still cast magic?
I don't know.
oh, does Sanctity count as a small animal?
Why does that matter?
Because
So
I
they
can,
talk to me.
yeah, so I can talk to the pig.
Let's take a look. See, limits based on.
I'm going to talk to my ally in arms anyway. I was going to cast a spell to disperse him if he wasn't Strahd, but it turns out he was Strahd, my friend. So, well, I'm not a pig.
You cannot cast spells while as a pig.
Can I talk?
Nope. You can only oink oink.
Well, I mean,
But-
I understand their
yeah.
oinks because
Yep.
Sanctity, you get to understand. You get to realize that I can talk to pigs.
You need to understand that there were myriad ways you could have done that better, which is something that, quote, unfortunately insists on making you aware of.
That was what? Sorry, I didn't hear it very
Quote,
well.
the Raven is being very verbal about the fact that you could have solved that in many other ways, and he provides you extensive advice on how to do it better next time.
I'm ignoring him.
That's probably the best
I am
course of
a-
action when he starts ranting.
Yeah, Leon looks at the crow. What is the story of this crow anyway?
Who knows?
As she sort of looks at the sanctity pig. You know, it would probably be poor taste to say you deserved this, but
Very.
oink.
Well, I'm still saying it. Quote, the Raven.
Tell me, Raven,
Yeah,
were
when
you
you
a
have
person?
direct and very helpful advice, Raven, then tell me.
You oink at the Raven. You can, yeah, like I can understand you. I don't think he can understand pig though.
Hey, you can translate.
I look at the Raven. So, Raven, were you a person before all this, or were you always a bird?
I don't see how my past history is even remotely relevant to the current circumstances.
Astoundingly helpful, Raven.
I mean, of course I am. That is my forte.
I feel like this is all sarcasm from both sides.
It's just a battle of sarcastic assholes.
I'm certain you will defeat Strahd and do whatever it is you intend to do at a rocket's pace with your current
What's a
streak
rocket?
of successes.
Hey, streak of success. We fought the things and won. We got the card reading. I got a house.
Oh yes, this house is totally going to remain under your dominion for very long.
Yeah, up until I leave.
I will
I'm
be
back.
in the sky if you have need of me.
We were just kind of
Wait.
talking to the Raven, Bella.
Okay.
He was not helpful.
It was very rude.
He's kind of a sarcastic dick.
I figured.
Oh, and Sanctity is a pig, but I have confirmed it with a savvy. You can talk to Pig Sanctity with commune animals.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, Zal, at least we don't lose contact with you, basically, because, like, you know,
It's
we
only
can...
an hour.
I mean, it might
We
be
don't-
shorter. You don't know. At most, an hour is what it is.
We don't know that. You want some bacon?
Jesus Christ, Claire!
You want some ham shanks, Fiona? Or you want some ham shanks, Sanctity?
You want some
Hey.
Fematone?
Speaking of it, how do you like being shanked?
Yeah,
well.
before we leave, I'm gonna pick up that hog-tied residence of the
You gonna let him out?
well, I'm gonna sit them down at the table, loosen up their bindings, serve them breakfast, and then we're gonna bounce.
They don't seem to care much.
You see, I didn't even do anything wrong. They don't care.
You know, I just realized we were being very assumptuous of them having a full larder with, like, all the fixins.
Well, they do
Look, this
have like a
is
lot of food.
Oh, okay. I was just like... We were just sort of assuming it. I was just kind of like, wait, do these, like, half-dead people even have delicious food?
They have food. That much is certain. So
Leon
where
is
do
like,
you want to go next? Since sticking
Yep.
around here.
Well, I'm assuming I'm back to myself now.
Yeah,
Well, I have
you,
to,
you waited out for a couple of minutes and eventually just poop back.
yeah, I have to go to bed for work, unfortunately.
Alright.
The next time
Yeah.
you can go around the village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe meet some people who matter.
I'm glad we got this started though. Finally,
Yeah.
Safi, it's fun.
See you all for the next session in September.
It'll be sooner than that, I assure you.
Hopefully on Claire's day off.
Yeah, I'm working Friday likely, but they're very adverse to working the weekend because no one wants to because of the cold. But TG doesn't care, so I have no. Like, it's really up in the air what's happening with that now.
Here's my here's my opinion of the Raven. But you didn't do anything. Why?
I mean, I'm gonna explain what I just mean with that.
Also, like, I just had a feeling of, like, the whole, they're eating breakfast and all that, Leo's munching a bacon strip and then thinks about something for a second. Wait a second. Strahd can casually turn someone into pigs. The Raven said it's better to be a pig than anything else. Looking at the bacon. Oh my god. Like, I just had that thought, and I'm just thinking, oh man, please don't tell me we've been eating people.
I mean, it's only if you decided to eat bacon. You can always go the undertail route of eating only vegetarian.
I was raised by wolves. I don't really care either way.
You eat what you eat.
I still love that though. Did you attack the people here? Rolls the dice. 19, 31 total. No.
31 total. Actually, no, I've been raised here my whole life. This is my father's house.
I was going to say no to that on the grounds that it's a completely incredulous lie that would never ever work, but whatever.
I know,
I added on to it the idea that, we just got in here and we were going to untie them.
I just adore the, like, that's what I like about, like, giant deception checks like that. It's just like, oh, sell me this pen.
It's a pineapple pen.
No. You take the pen. Sell me this pen after you buy it from me.
Anyway, I will see
wait,
you all
my
later.
deception check is so good, Claire. I start an MLM.
Oh my god. Glad we got
Good
this
night,
going.
baby Claire.
You got a good thing set up here, Safi. A little working it. I like it. I'm gonna hug you.
Again.
Don't worry, the Raven's not useless.
Just kind of useless.
He can cast spells, can't he? He can do
You don't
something.
need to explain things right now, Safi. I understand.
I'm not gonna spoil what anyone can do.
Yeah.
Although I want to explain
Also,
one thing. There is an NPC card you can get drawn on the deck that is just a child. No special powers, just a kid.
Oh, no. My character would have totally ditched that by now.
But despite the fact that the cards say that you don't get an ally for free, you're free to recruit anyone you think you can reasonably convince to go
Yeah, we
along
just
with you
don't
in
get
this
a
stupid
we just don't
idea.
get a freebie. Also, I still just love the idea. There's just a person in front of me. I'm talking. You guys are just getting annoying. I'm getting tired. Just reaches up. Okay, bored now.
Like that base
I didn't
story.
hear the house. Oh, there's like 5 of them in there. Wow.
Well,
I also like the characterization that like the whole like we might not have even been charged with a real crime or anything. Leona actually just thought that she was being brought somewhere. She's starting to realize like, wait, I think I might have been a prisoner. Was I charged with a crime?
Like, here's the order of criminality. Leona probably didn't do it. Poffley probably did do it. Sanctity did do it
Did a
and isn't
lot.
ashamed of it.
Actually, according to my character sheet for Sanctity, not only did I do that, there's actually someone in a prison somewhere that took a dive for me, and I don't care. In fact, they didn't
Yeah.
take a dive. I framed them probably.
It's like Legend of Grimrock, but you're like the one person who legit has no clue why they're there and didn't realize that this is like a one-way trip.
well,
You see, we have Bard, Punch Person from the Forest, and Experienced Assassin.
on the plus side.
Hmm?
That's it.
On the plus side, that's it.
You see, what my initial plan had been, if it wasn't Strahd we were talking to, was going to be the reason I was getting Bella's character closer. I was going to Misty Step behind him and double dagger stab him.
I was gonna Dissonant Whispers on him.
And then I would have done the
Punched
whole
him.
stunning strike.
Well, there is someone who you can totally do that to when the time is right. But that's all I'm going to tell you.
I just want to ask though, is like, if we just ran up and clocked him, would that have gone well?
It would have gone better than you think it should have.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna be like Sharkbait in this picture and just flop in my bed.
Yeah.
I wonder what that flop looks like because it's kind of unclear.
She just like flopped her entire belly down while like she was stretching and yawning basically.
Mhm.
So imagine like a U shape.
Okay. Here's what would have happened if we all charged him. Just imagine he also has like 4 hands for all of our knives.
He's so fast. He has like it looks like he has extra hands.
I mean, that's
And then we-
approximately what I had in mind if you decided to get frisky.
Sanctity. Yes. This is not working. Yes.
You are correct. Don't worry, guys. I got this, though. Misty Steps.
Poffley very awkwardly offers griddles to Lord Strahd. Hey, I know we attacked you, but hey, you want some fixins? Anyway,
Also, Poffley was born in the forest. Those were not good eggs.
Yeah, that's why no one else was eating them.
that's why I was shouting on the bacon, then had the existential crisis that this bacon may have been 4 people turned to pigs.
They are not. That is not how
Right.
polymorph works, and you as a bard know that.
Oh yeah, oh right, they got rid of fatal polymorph in
Baleful.
Belfort
I'm
Roller.
going to actually check that out real fast. Yeah, there are no polymorphs that last more than an hour.
Yeah, and you can't like stab someone as a piggy.
And if you turn someone into a species that could not survive, you can't turn someone into a species that can't survive somewhere.
Yeah, if you take damage in excess to it, you die. You just take the excessive damage onto your new form and become yourself again.
Yeah, I forgot
So,
all
like,
about
you
that.
can't do
Tech-
the old idea of
You can
Baleful
be turned into
polymorph
something
fish.
that can't survive in the current situation, though. It's just that it wouldn't kill you.
Oops, sorry. Anyway, good night.
Bye bye, baby player.
Nah.
This is fun.
Bye,
Ah.
bye, 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 bye.
Boy.
But
That being said, Sanctity's current measure of approach is going to kill her, and it's not even going to be my fault.
Oh no, she's gonna slow down.
I certainly hope you slow down as fast as possible, because you're going to meet up with individuals who killing is not good in ways that don't immediately make sense.
Okay, you'll notice she's actually not directly attempted to kill anyone that wasn't an automaton.
Yeah, I know, but
She's
fact
actually
that you
specifically avoided it.
to be 100% fair, there's one thing I'm going to tell you this. If you had attacked Strahd,
Hello?
I would have allowed you to kill him if you actually
Gosh,
managed to
dang.
get there. Like, I'm not going to stop you from cheesing things. That being said, killing Strahd's kind of hard. Like, even conventional vampires are kind of hard.
I was going to assume he's weak to fire.
That's not going to help you.
He also has probably a fuck ton of HP and damage.
That's also
resistance.
not the problem.
What is it?
There's a bunch of problems. Let's see, what are the problems? I'm just going to give you this straight out because you probably research vampires a bit. For one, he regenerates like 20 HP per round. If he drops to 0 HP, he just fucks off. He just turns into mist and comes back a couple hours later. Bright as rain.
Oh, so he's Buffy's version of Dracula.
Yep. He can go into houses he pleases because he owns everything in Barovia. So in case you wonder what that was about. But besides that, you can just push him in a river if you want to kill him. Technically speaking, that would kill him. So he's not going to show up anywhere near a river.
Yeah, and also again, I think I was trying to more keep Sanctity is only going to try to kill somebody if it's a necessity, but is more than willing to take things.
To take people hostage just for a room.
Okay, a bunch of people who act like they're hyper strung out on drugs.
Also, one quick thing. If you're going to try and stake him in the heart to kill him, staking a vampire in the heart doesn't do anything unless he's in his coffin. So
Well, that's dumb.
you are very much aware that common folktale is not going to help you.
You know, I had the one dumb idea that I read in a book once that I really wanted to do to a vampire someday.
Which is?
Okay, so we get into Strahd's lair, right?
Mhm.
And Strahd is like, but you can't kill me for I am inside and the sun is out there. And I just like turn a mirror and a beam of light from outside just ricochets off like 10 mirrors and hits him in the face
Sunlight is not instantly lethal, though.
and hits a disco ball.
Oh my, that's just funky.
Just bzz, and he's just like, oh god, why?
There are like a whole bunch of fun stuff he can do, though. I'm gonna have fun with him when you actually.
Or one of
decide to-
my favorite thing I've ever done to kill a vampire in D&D. I stabbed him in the chest with a sun rod.
What?
I took a sun rod and I put I taped a dagger to the end of it. And I stabbed him in the chest with it.
Ba, 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 ba. Let's check out what
Of
a
course.
sun rod technically speaking is, because I'm pretty
makes
sure
sunlight.
it's just a day. No, it's not a daylight spell. Okay, where's the sun rod at? Why is the sun rod not here? Sun rod. I think it's just a light spell, though. It is not continual flame, which is what an eternal are made out of. Let's see. Nope, it does not specify that it's made out of sunlight, which makes sense because an actual daylight spell that casts sunlight is a 5th level spell, which would make no sense
think-
for a 2 gold piece or torch.
This was 3.5 though, so I think
Nope. I'm looking at the 3.5 rules right now. Actually, no. Daylight is a... But does it count as sunlight? Daylight's... No. What the hell is the spell? Oh. Well, that's really sad.
Hmm.
Whatever. Ooh, the subdomain day. Maybe there I can find the spell I'm looking for. But yes, Sunrod, despite its name, is just a glow stick. Which is really sad. Continual flame and day. Where the fuck is this spell? Sun? I know there's a spell that casts like proper sunlight. Sunbeam? No.
See, one thing I wanted to establish that Sanctity was going to do was try to like set up a small base area and then check out the town over the night.
Well, I mean, I would have stopped you. I don't know why you're so insistent on going into town at night, but because there's nothing to steal.
Because, yeah, but the thief assassin mindset would be that go out when it's less visibility just to stake out the town itself.
Also, we
Not
can
to be
always go back. I mean, it's not like a sleep spell is going to prevent us from repeat visits.
Repeat visits is every day coming back, making them all go to sleep.
Hey guys, you can't come into my sleep. Eventually, it gets so bad that they just build up an immunity to sleep spells.
Or they develop narcolepsy.
Okay, guys, I'm just gonna use my. They fall asleep. Oh, that was easier than I thought.
There she blows. Okay, I know this spell exists. Where the fuck is it? It's not a wall of light.
So the big thing that I was gonna have, especially after this, is that Sanctity was kind of overly self-assured coming into this situation, and now that they know that there's a psychic vampire
I mean,
bitch,
you could have made
They're
those
gonna
saving
be-
throws and I would have just let it happen. Like,
could have done what?
I mean, don't think I'm making you throw moot saving throws. You could have made them. Although, considering
Oh.
that your modifier is 1, don't count on it.
Yeah, but that incident is going to be what's gonna focus Sanctity more on how to plan things.
The synaptic static. That's a fun name for a spell. Skill
Yeah,
and
because we totally
empowerment.
know what synapses are.
Ooh, this is a fun spell. You should get Claire to learn this one. It's a 5th level transmutation that lets you double your proficiency bonus for ability checks made with a chosen skill for up to 1 hour. You can learn it too, but your Arcane Tricks Roach never learn 5th level spells. Also, I can't
Sadly.
find this fucking 5th level spell that makes light appear. I guess I'm an idiot. Let's see. Maybe it's actually specifically in the description of his character that mentions this. Ugh. Where is Roll20? There. Bam. Where's the daylight stuff? Vampire weaknesses. 1 sunlight. Whatever. Together. I was kind of hoping the polymorph would actually fail.
I am happy that we had Piggy Sanctity.
Big A. Also, if you ever decide to, I imagine at some point you might ask the guy, there is one thing you should probably know that you should probably just know, but I'm not going to tell you now. It's kind of
I
important.
like how you mention it and then don't tell us.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. I like spoiling stuff. This is just, no. I need to go back to the freaking page and look at those freaking cards, because I need to make notes for myself as to where these things ended up. Because it is kind of relevant that I know when your treasure shows up, because the game makes mention of, look, by the way, if the card says the treasure appears, it appears right here, but it doesn't mention like what cards do what, so I have to freaking go
Oh
back and
yeah,
make
like the
notes.
Raven thing I got. Well, that we got. Nest of Crows.
I can go look at them again and I can tell you exactly what they are. I'll write them down myself, so you can always just reference me. I don't care about note keeping. That's fucking busy work. No one gives a shit about.
Mhm.
Like, this is the thing that always gets me. It's like, okay, what's the difference between your player character remembering, or you having notes, or your character having notes? Those are 4 different ways you can remember any particular instance. Why should anyone be annoyed about that? That's always what gets me about certain GMs. Like, oh, well, you can't know. And it's like, who the fuck cares? What are you achieving by being rude about this? Don't bully. It's illegal.
It's illegal.
I will come into your house and I will tell you that it's illegal to do so.
Ooh, that's a big illegal. Also, did you put a T in your name deliberately, or was it an accident? I thought it was Siska.
Well, maybe Sappho wants to sit down.
I know, I'm just curious. Wanted to make sure it was deliberate. We all make those kind of mistakes sometimes.
Eh.
Also, I found this GIF.
I just know she's crying. Bully!
Sapphi?
Oh, sorry, I was muted at some point.
Oh, I was wondering about that because like I pointed that out and then you just were like gone.
Let's take a look at
I-
this.
It's like, bitch, how dare you?
I was actually planning to have him like do a prestidigitation, all the candles go out, but it went too well. It's fun about prestidigitation. You can just snap your finger and all the lights go out.
Yeah, that is a fun use of that.
I think it's a very oh great. I'm moving the actual. Oh no, oh god damn it! I've moved the. Oh, why am I like this? I moved the whole board. There we go. Go back board, please. Please cooperate with me. Thank you. Okay. Number 2. Let me actually go back to the. There we go.
You see, here's what actually happened in the kitchen.
3, 2, 1, A, B, C together.
Oh, make some eggs. Puts uncracked egg on the pan.
Throw salt on it.
Oh my. Ooh. You've got to go to 2 fun places by the looks of it. Oh, This one, card of strength. A sword of sunlight. Oh no, that's not the part I need to copy. That's useless to me. Let's see. Card number 3 was the Rure. The Master of Coins. You hear that? You hear that? Chastity.
Sanctity, not
Sanctity.
chastity.
A nest of
Hey, come on.
ravens. Oh,
Como.
that's interesting. That's very interesting that you got that one. That's actually, that's gonna be fun. This is one you're gonna miss, and I'm gonna love it. I'm just gonna revel in it. I'm just gonna bathe in it. Oh. I like this one particularly because it's kind of clever. It's clever in a good way. Let's see, the Dark Lord. Oh, yeah, you don't get you don't get anyone like this one says you don't get any NPCs. Like I said, you can recruit anyone.
Oh, good, I can hear again. For a second, they're cut out.
So the way the game works is I think you're not supposed to be able to recruit anyone. I don't care. It's like if you can get someone on your team, fine. But the way it works is these people will just join you. They're like, oh, the prophecy, I guess you must be right. And they just go along with you. And it's super dumb.
I hate prophecies.
There's a bunch of fun characters you can find, by the way. Like, don't be afraid to just go out and have some fun.
Well, we got Bird Friend for now, so.
I mean, there's someone more powerful than the lot of you.
Yeah, but Bird Friend.
You know what, let's just probably take notes on who you can have. Well, yeah, the Dark Lord's like, yeah, you just get fucked, which sucks. I think I will make it. I will do something to sort of compensate for it, because this is kind of rude. The game says, nope, here's a finger. Where does Strahd show up? That's the fun part.
Well, 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, he just showed up at your doorstep. In what capacity? You do not know, because you never decided to poke him with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, I decided not to get to touch him because I figured he'd go for the bitey bite.
I mean, if I can be 100% honest, if you had let him bite you, that would have been the end of it. Let's see.
Yeah,
but I
that's
don't wish
rude.
vampires biting me.
Oh yeah, yes. Ah yes, the Hall of Bones. That's a. Let's see if I need to make sure that I got this one right. Where the Hall of Bones is. Oh, that's a great room for that to be in. Ooh, that's a lovely one. You've got some really fun cards here. Enjoy this.
So the cards we did draw were the Hooded Figure, the Conjurer, the Rogue, the Dark Lord, and the Don
I'll
John.
drag you back over there again.
Yeah, I've already.
I'm gonna make available a small little like. There's a handout now that should be available. Let me just make sure this is all available for you. Here, if I'm correct, you should now be able to see a handout, and this contains all the locales like all the cards that were red. They are in order from left, top, right, bottom, center. Except the bottom one because it doesn't say anything. Hall of Bones. I forgot what the Hall of Bones. That's a good question. What did the Hall of Bones do? Wait, I already have this one open. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, there. There we go. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Jesus.
Yeah, Sanctity is supposed to have some mild ninja Brian when they get worked up. Just stab everybody.
At least you guys can see all this stuff. I'm being blocked by stuff. Your mom doesn't pay the internet to masturbate to animal girls. Prince Giffy just exploded. You'll get there, don't worry. Bobby wants statues. Oh no! Don't be baby. Almost there too. How lovely.
And there's how we react to things. And
Eccentric. How does she do that?
He's magic.
You do see the handout, but let me just drag the handout out there. There. Get out there. Handout. There. It's called cards.
Well, let me get back to roll 20. See if I get.
No, you don't have to still look right now, but
also, Kama, we encountered a vampire and like mechanical things.
and that was just the opening chapter.
Wait, what?
We're playing Strahd, and there was
Well,
like these mechanical thingies, and I ripped part of one out, and then they melted.
Oh.
And
Sure,
then we
like-
did card reading, and then I stole a house.
Did you steal the deed to the house, or you stole an entire
I
house?
stole the people.
You know,
Did you actually stream it?
yep. And I would like to point out that they've managed to successfully, and this is going to be the closing statement, assume, they managed to successfully take increasingly stupid actions, and I think that that is just great.